Hello everybody, my name is Cha, and this is Mad Games Tycoon 2. Another stream. People seem to enjoy it yesterday, so we're gonna stream it again. So this is our save from yesterday. We got our development team, we got a QA team, marketing, graphic studio, sound studio, customer support, and then way over here we have our research team, and they are currently researching console development. I am already looking forward to making my first console. It's a really good money maker. And we're really going to focus on, like, we're going to do console exclusive games and the whole works, right? We're really going to try to make our consoles pop, right? But right now, before that console comes out, we need to make a new game. Um so we just did an RPG, puzzle before that, adventure before that. So we've done a variety. So we could do a racing game. We haven't done a racing game in a while. But what I want to do first is this trend, this adventure game trend with skill games being the anti-trend, it changes in 5 weeks. So let's do some market research, and they will be able to tell us, well, they will guess at what they think the trend will be, the next trend. And then we can chase the trend. In the meantime, do a game report there, we'll do some contract work there, some contract work here. Hopefully some contract work here. No. Be nice to just keep everybody busy. I do need a training room relatively soon. I do have space here. I could buy this real estate as well and have a training room there. But I kind of want to have a console development room here, although how big does that really need to be? Yeah. We'll worry about a training room later. I don't want to stress about a training room right this second. So let's take it off pause. Let's see what the market research tells me. Of course, it might change by the time best soundtrack, developer of the year, game of the year. We almost swept the awards. We were best graphics away. Although this publisher of the year, this has got to be like a bug because I'm not publishing my own games. I'm not publishing anybody's games. I'm not publishing any games at all. So I don't know. This is an early access game, so bugs will happen. But I don't know why I'm winning Publisher of the Year, but that's an extra 55, 95, almost 15,000 fans. 14,000 and change fans. It's a lot of extra fans. We are now, ooh, wow, we went, holy crap. Publisher of the Year. Developer of the Year feels good, though. Game of the Year also feels good. Yeah, we just went from like a 1-star studio to 2.5-star, I feel like. Ooh, we got primitive 2D block graphics are available to research now. So yeah, so we got these in-game achievements. Let's actually look at these achievements because these weren't in the game originally. They were added at some point. And even in my various Let's Plays, I've never actually taken a look at this screen. So let's look at it now. So these are the ones I've got because they give bonuses, right, for these achievements. So like 1% arcade machine game sold. Now I'm not selling arcade cabinets right now. Mobile games sold. Again, add-on sold. I'm not selling any of these, but secondary marketing sales. I'm not sure what that means. But fans generated through games. But you can see all the bonuses here, right? And there's a whole bunch of locked achievements. So you want to try to do everything. You want to make every different kind of game. Like, say, for example, create a fighting game with a rating of at least 70%. That's 1% bonus for PC and console games. That's huge. I know it's only 1%, but those would add up, right? So you want to try to knock out as many of these achievements as you can. Like 1% training speed, 1% work rate, 1% on consoles sold. Like, these definitely add up over time. 1% training speed again, like, just something to keep in mind. You want to do a variety, and there's, like, for example, not only all the different genres, but there's also create a retro game, create an MMO, create a free-to-play game, create an arcade machine, a cell phone game, etc., right? But yeah, anyway, that's achievements. And how are you doing today, Twisted? Were you here yesterday? Are you familiar with this game? Okay, there's a lot of things I kind of wish they'd go away. They're taking up a lot of screen. All right, so market research. They think the trend is going to be skill game. And racing is going to be the anti-trend. So let's make a skill game. We haven't made a skill game in a while. Now, that could be wrong, right? There's an 80% chance that they're going to be right. But we're gonna roll with it. All right, so let's make sure our skill engine is up to date. Tapple 2, primitive mono sound. Although we do have that new graphics thing, but we don't have it researched yet, right? So there's no point in that. Is our research team done on the console thing yet? I hate how far away my research team is. You were able to watch a little bit yesterday stream. Cool. Not too shabby today. Well, that's, hey, it's better than shabby, right? It's funny, like, not too shabby is, you know, a saying that I have used in my life. But have you ever heard anybody say, you know, how you doing today? Oh, I'm shabby, right? Like, I've never heard anybody say that. It's always not too shabby. Anyway, let's make a skill game. Let's make a sequel to Barbarian Wars. I mean, that's 40 hype and 0.3 IP value. We're starting to generate some IP values for some. Ooh, Pirate Quest 2. Looking real good. I'm doing really good today. I slept well last night. I got up. I already have exercised today. I was on the elliptical. Yeah, nobody says just shabby, right? Exercised ready. After stream, I'm going out for supper with my mother and my sister. Then I'm going to do an evening stream tonight, Old World. Views have been good on the channel. I took the weekend off. I binge watched Stranger Things, all 3 seasons on a rewatch in preparation for the new season coming out on, I think it's Friday. So things are pretty good in Luchland. We could add a subtopic to our Barbarian Wars. What fits? Well, we can throw elves in there. Barbarian Wars 3, Elven Assault. Barbarians versus elves. My money is on the barbarians. All right, so we will go with Skill Engine 1 Plus, Tapple 2, Qatari 2600. Those are no-brainers. Now, like 14.5 million, 14.3 million. The next highest is only 2.6 million. Let's see if there are any new dev kits we could buy. There is, but none of them really have like 2.4 million. So this is where we want to have our own console. So, you know, we can do the Tapple, we can do the Qatari, reach a lot of people, but then we could also put them out on our own console. But we don't have our own console quite yet. But it's coming. It's gonna be today. For sure. All right, so 585. So these are looking pretty good. So let's take a look at the letters. What was our last skill game? Probably Barbarian Wars 2. Too much for casual. Better mission design. Boop. Wait, right there. Better mission design. So that means this one has to go down because everything else is right. So this is looking pretty promising, right? Let's push this down a bit, put technical up since we don't have the mocap studio yet. As I said yesterday, we have a room to generate, like an extra room to generate these top 3 things. We don't have the extra room to generate technical points yet. Everything applies, all 9 things. 4 of them are green, so that's going to be good. 40 hype right out of the gate. All right, so let's go all out. Let's make this game best we can. At this point, the vast majority of the time, we're going to be going all out to make games the best we can. Like, the vast majority of the time. There will be times where we don't, to be fair, but it's gonna be rare. All right, so what hasn't had a demo yet? All right, so just Cyberpunk. So let's put a demo out though. Wow. Okay, so we've literally been working on this game for like 2 days. And we've already got 31 extra bugs. An exhausted programmer has spent the last few hours reworking some core elements. Unfortunately, he was so unfocused, some bugs crept in. You're fired. Gone. Gone. No, I'm not going to fire anybody. I could. And maybe I should. No. All right, so the demo for Cyberpunk plus 19 hype. That's awesome. Actually, this is selling extremely well. Actually, so is, wow, 44. Pirate Quest 2. Yeah, Pirate Quest is our go-to franchise right now, for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, this demo did well. 19 hype's a lot just from putting out a demo. Since we don't really have much else to do with these folks right now, I'm actually going to do a TV spot for Barbarian Wars 3. It's expensive. It's 500,000. It's a big investment, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. All right, Cars in the City is off the market. Made me a cool 2.3-ish million. Nice. So we don't have a racing game on the market at all right now. All right, so this is ready. Our development team is done, but our other teams are not, and there's still 81 bugs. Still, the estimated rating is 70 to 90, which is pretty high. Can we fit an extra desk in here? I'd have to move a lot of stuff around. I'd like to get a bigger marketing team. All right, so we have a developer legend, but we don't really have a place to put that developer legend. See, I mean, he's great at game design, but his other things are lacking. Well, he doesn't create bugs, which is nice, but it's not. Do I want to fire somebody to make room for Kenny? Let's look at our game designers that we have in here. Obviously, we're not going to fire our other legend. Probably Harold. Yeah. Sorry, Harold. The problem with firing people is it can put everybody else in a poor mood. It's a risk. Firing somebody is always a risk. Just keep that in mind anytime you go to fire anybody. I don't take it lightly putting people out of work, right? Especially in this economy. Right, so they're bug fixing now. They're on the last thing. They're on the last thing. Right, so they're polishing. Oh, wow, another legendary. This time it's a graphic designer, though, which is perfect because we have room in our graphic studio, right? So, ooh, and they're lucky. Yeah, you're hired. Don't even have to think about that. Hire, boom. Noise. Yeah, so skill game is the trend. They were correct, which is perfect. That's what we were hoping for. And we are now bug free, so we could release this. We could wait for the marketing to be done. I think I'm just gonna. How's research coming over here? They're almost done. Yes, I'm planning an evening stream tonight. Sorry, I don't know how long ago you said that. It'll be 6 Eastern, which I think is 10 UTC. It'll be about 6 hours from now. Yeah. I'm playing Old World, which is a 4X game similar to Civ. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or played it, but I've been playing a bit of it and been enjoying it, so I figured I might as well stream it. I did stream it last week once, but I can stream it again. People were checking it out last week. People were curious, so all right. So let's do. Where are we at here? Barbarian Wars 3. Release a beta demo. So this game has been polished up real nice. No idea. Have you ever played the Civilization games? Only one hype for the beta demo. Like, if you've played Civ 5, Civ 6, you know, it's that type of game. Kind of combined, takes some elements from the Paradox games, like Crusader Kings and Europa Universalis. If you've never played those games, it's fine. Not everybody has, I realize. All right, so special marketing for Barbarian Wars 3 was a success. We went gold. Pirate Quest 2, that's our first gold record. We are immediately putting that up on the wall. Gimme the gold record. There we go. Booyah. Pirate Quest 2. Each bounty. Hit. So that's an achievement. So what does that one do? What's that achievement give us? Probably, where is it at? 1% training speed. We don't have a training room yet, but once we do, that'll be important. Up to 80 hype now. That's kind of good. Well, it's not kind of good. It's good. 80 to 100% estimated rating. Love to see it. Getting better at stuff. Love to see that. Ayo, 95%. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, you played Civ? Yeah, so Old World is actually the lead developer of Old World. He was the lead developer on Civ 4, I want to say. So if you like some people think Civ 4 was the peak. So if you're one of those people, you probably like Old World. It just came out on Steam. It's been out on Epic for like a year, but I know a lot of people don't like Epic and Epic exclusives, and that's whatever to me. I don't care, but I know some people do. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna play Old World tonight, but enough about Old World. So right now we're playing Mad Games Tycoon. So let's do a demo for Bavarian Wars 3, see if we can get that hype up closer to 100. We'll do a game report for it. So what are we going to do next? We just did a skill game. We don't want to do racing. Let's see what else is popular right now. So we know this is the trend. This is the anti-trend. 75%, 77, 57. So we don't want a role-playing game. We could do a puzzle game. Adventure is super saturated right now. And we do want to make sequel. We do want to make Pirate Quest 3, but we want to wait a little bit. We want to let Pirate Quest 2 marinate just a little bit more, right? Or, well, whoa, wait, hold up. What we could do is we could do our first strategy game. We got to research it first. So we got to wait a minute for that. So while that's happening, let's do an update. Wow, we're way behind on our updates. Way behind on our updates, our free updates that we like to do for games. So we're getting to the point where we're going to want to have multiple development teams as we move forward. And I could probably get a second development team going right now. So let's buy this. All right, so here's the question. Do we want to put a break room and a lounge in here? Or do we want to just have them come down here? We'll just have them come down here. Plus, once we buy this, we'll be putting a break room and a lounge close to the door, so they'll have options. So we're going to want a training room and another development room in here. I'm not going to do it right this second. We will do that. I'm going to be honest. Building the rooms is my least favorite part of this game, so I tend to procrastinate on it. Anyway. All right, so how long is this? Oh, it's going really quick. Okay. Which is nice. All right, so let's do an update also for... What did we just do? Puzzle Frogs? Yeah, so let's do Cyberpunk 1977. Now we got commission work here. All right, actually, let's get our training room. Let's get our training room set up here. We want it to be big, so it's like kind of future-proofed. How big do we want it to really be, though? Well, how long before we can buy this property? This kind of influences my decision, right? Too. Because let's see how many we can fit in here. So right now our biggest team is 11 people. So in theory, as long as we have fit at least 11 desks in here, that's kind of like the bare minimum I want. But I'd like to get more so that as our teams grow in size, because as you start making bigger and bigger games, you need a bigger team to get those games out in a reasonable amount of time. All right, so I think we can squeeze some extra desks in here. This is 11. Yeah, I have quite the cash flow. I mean, I'm on normal difficulty, and like I've played hard. I played very hard. I haven't played legendary, the highest difficulty, but once you've played those difficulties, going back to normal difficulty, it's pretty easy. But I just wanted to have some fun with it. I didn't want to, because on stream, right? I didn't want to stress about it, so that's why I did normal. And I kind of want to. I want to just get a console out ASAP, right? All right, so we are going to put like a water dispenser here because there's no break room, so at least they can just get water, right? And a medicine cabinet and a plant, a little palm tree. I will eventually do a legendary run, but I think I linked. I've done 4 Let's Plays of this. I think I linked 2 of them in the description if anybody wants to check them out later, or if you're watching, you know, not live in the future. Yeah, all right, so we got 15 in that room. That's pretty good. So let's take our graphics team. Let's put them in training. Now, there's 3 different options for training. For each thing. There's game design, there's programming, yada, yada, right? So this one, it costs less. Costs go up. And it also takes them a lot longer to do the training. But there's also a cap. So if they already have 50 skill, they will not benefit from this. If they already have 70 skill, they won't benefit from this. If they have 90 skill, they won't benefit from this. But the other thing is, the amount of time it takes, it's like, the more people you have in there, the quicker it goes. So like if I only had 2 people in here and I put them on the long training, they'd be in training for like a year, right? Like it wouldn't be good. So let's just see what our skills are at, because the problem is, so everybody's below 50 except for this guy. This guy won't benefit from training at all, but he also won't help them get through it. So let's just pick him up, put him back over here. He can chill by himself, right? So because everybody else is below 50, I'm just going to do the maximum 51. So it'll go quick, but I also want it to go quick because I want them to be ready to jump into a game for whenever we go to get a game going, right? Training people is great, but it can be dangerous if they're in there too long and they don't, right? But if I did want to start improving the graphics, at least I have this guy here to start it, and he's my best guy, right? He has the really high stats. He's my legendary. So what do we want to market here? What can we market easily? Is there anything below 40 hype? Final Raiders is at 37. So it's not really anything we could market right now. Do we need any more employees? Like, I mean, this room and this room aren't full, but I don't need the extra people right now. When being smart gets you banished to solitary. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I guess I could build my secondary development studio here and start filling that with people. I could do that now. Once I get my console development. Oh, I guess I could make a console development room. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to use this space for. I guess I could use this space for a secondary development room as well. No, I want to use this space to make arcade cabinets. Never mind. I forgot. I knew I had a plan for it. I just kind of forgot. All right, so let's turn snapping back on here. So we'll go boom and boom. Now, early on, we're not going to need a ton of people in here because the consoles at this stage are pretty... Why won't it let me put a... Is the window blocking the desk? Yeah, apparently it is. All right. That's fine, I guess. But as we get into more complex consoles later in the game, we will likely want a bigger room than this. But for now, this is plenty big. All right, so we got heat. Well, let's put some of our new awards in here. Developer of the Year. Nice. And then we'll put... Do we have any? No, we have no more gold records. Pretty soon we're going to have so many gold records, we're not even going to know what to do with them. Right? Because we'll get to the point where every game we make is going to be, gold record. At least. All right, so hardware engineering. How many people are already out there? Oh my god, there's 7 game testers. That's a lot. All right, unlucky, so we don't want you. Takes break during crunch time. That's fine. I don't mind that negative trait. We have room. We do have space for some testers. So let's see if there's any of these 7 are actually good. 50 is a decent score. And they're efficient. This person's efficient. I do like efficient. Talent employees learn faster. And two of them's enough. Okay. So let's look for more hardware, folks. Technicians. This is one pet peeve I have with the game. Like if you go in here, it's an office worker, right? But if you go in here, it's marketing and support. Here it's hardware engineering. Here it's technician. Like, just be consistent, right? I don't. Anyway, that's just a little pet peeve I have, and that might be partially a language barrier because I know the main developer of the game is not. I don't think English is their first language. I think they're German. I want to say European, somewhere European for sure. I want to say German though. All right, so we want to do automatic repeat of this. Yeah, we want to get at least probably 5 or 6 techs right now. All right, so they're doing an update. They're still research and strategy. Oh, we are over 50 employees now, which is another achievement. Okay, oh, lucky. Yeah, perfect. It's my kind of technician. And we are done with strategy games. Oh, we got an engine feature. Oh, yeah, the primitive 2D block graphics. We should probably wait for that. I mean, all-rounder doesn't really matter for a technician. But, yeah, we'll take it. All right, so they're done with that. Hardware. 128 bytes on cartridge. So we're going to want to do all this hardware research before we make a console. We can make a console right now. I don't think we can make a handheld. I don't know. We could make a handheld. Okay. We could make a handheld. Or we can make a stationary console. But I'd like to get a little better tech first before we make a console. Wow, it's 1979. I'm going to have a console. This is the earliest I've ever worked on a console for sure. All right, so did they finish that research? Yeah. Obviously, you just put them on the other research, which of course they finished it. All right, so new engine. 2D block graphics, primitive mono sound, strategy, Tapple. Now let's go with the Tapple. I just realized we only made the one racing game. Feels like we made more than one, but obviously not. Strat engine. Okay. Anybody have anything to do? How's the training going? It's almost half done. So once we start making this game, this guy might be working by himself for a brief amount of time. That is not the end of the world. It's worth it. It's worth it for training. On lucky and untalented, we will pass on you. I do believe. Stress adverse, efficient. We will take that. We like that. That's fine. All right, so we are ready to make our first strategy game. It's not real popular right now, but that's fine. Conquest. We'll call this Command and Conquest. I guess. And yes, I look at my keyboard and type with 2 fingers because I'm old. Okay, I'm sorry. I never learned how to type properly. Is what it is. Like, when I went to high school, there was typing, like a typing class, but like, most people didn't take it. It wasn't something you had to take. It wasn't something that the majority took. Now, technically, the Radovan does have more users than the Astro Arcade, but because the Radovan is more complex, and because we're already familiar, we already have 5 stars with the Astro Arcade, we're going to keep making games for the Astro Arcade. But eventually new consoles are going to come out, but my own, especially, are going to come out. Hopefully soon. So, primitive 2D block graphics. We have no experience in that, but we're 5 stars and everything else. It's a strategy game. All right, so strategy probably doesn't care about being beginner friendly. Same as here. Probably wants to be violent. Maybe. We'll just put the technical up for now. I'm not sure what these are supposed to be at. Or you can probably go down level design. You probably want that up for sure. Game length. And we're not going to be too drastic with these sliders. We'll just start with that. See how it goes. Turn on everything that matters, which unfortunately is only 7 things. That's going to hurt our review score probably a bit, right? But, I mean, they don't really work for that. So it's fine. All right, so there's an extra person for there. All right, so let's throw it on pause for a sec. Right, high quality graphics. You are on your own. Oh, as soon as they're done training, we'll swap them back over. All right, Command and Conquest should be good. All right, so they're still working for techs. What do I have? I have 5 right now, so probably 1 more, and then we'll stop looking for technicians. Training is at 63%. Yeah, I don't love the fact that the training room and research room are way over on the other side of the world, essentially. All right, so let's stop this. And let's mark it. Command and Conquest. 2 game magazine. 1 game magazine, then 2 radio spots, and then we'll see where we're at. All right, so we got to keep an eye on, keep our eye on this training. As soon as it's done, like technically the game is done, but the graphics improvements are still a long ways to go there. All right, so we got multiple people that aren't happy, but that's fine. Now you are much closer to a break room. Yeah, so they're going on break. Or they're going to the bathroom, I guess, technically. Actually, that guy got through a couple things by himself. Like they're polishing, they're polishing. Oh, I forgot the marketing. All right, so let's get that up. We'll get it to 40. We'll do the special marketing. Graphics team will be done by then. Oh, the developer Data West has licensed your engine for Lions Puzzle, Skill Engine 1 Plus. The invoice has just been sent to you. 65,000. Hey, I'll take it. Right? I will take it. That's basically free money for me. Because I'm using the engine myself. So I'm fine with them, you know. So any money I get from engine licenses is basically pure profit. Final Raiders is off the market. Made me a cool 5.7 million though. Oh, we got new research for another console thing. We got another graphic legend. Another graphical legend. We got Bobby Raffy. Rafey sounds way too much like rapey. And nobody likes rapey. Alright, so let's get this in more hardware. 1024 bytes for our console. Any commission work we could do? No. Yeah, so I probably shouldn't have hired these people yet because they're just going to sit there twiddling their thumbs for a little bit. That's fine. All right, so we're polishing. We're waiting for marketing. I do need... Well, you know what I could do? Eventually. Yeah, another legend is nice. I feel like we've gotten lucky with legends. I could make a bigger marketing room here. Or a second marketing room. Probably bigger. We could definitely fit more than 6 people. And then we could eventually use this space. We could just turn this into a giant graphics studio, right? Because we will eventually want a bigger graphics studio. All right, so let's do the special marketing. Work Command and Conquest beta demo and a pre-release for the press, and then we will ship it. And it might not be great because it's our first strategy game. So, which is 2 different things. A, we don't know where the sliders are supposed to go, and B, you know, we have no experience and we don't have those stars, right? So let's just hype up whatever has the lowest hype here. Puzzle Frogs. Sure. Ooh, next time we'll be able to have our own consoles to hype up. All right, so 6 hype. That's fine. Ooh, side quests. All right, so they're done with that. Let's see the results. Okay, plus 3%. Another engine license. Ooh, 355,000. Nice for Race Engine 1. Beautiful. Yeah, 70 to 90%. I will definitely take that for my first strategy game. Hudson is upset we didn't use them to publish, but we're in a publisher exclusive contract. Sorry, Hudson. It's out of my hands. All right, what are we looking at? Hopefully over 80. Oh, yeah, 84. Psh, easy peasy. All right, commission work. Let's go. No, whoops, that's not where I meant to click. I meant to click game report. Do we have any commission work here? No. What about here? No. So let's take our sound team. Let's throw them through a quick training. Just the quick one, because we only have 6 people, right? All right, so research. Do I want to get the console features out, or do I want to do the game feature? Side quests. I mean, it's side quests, right? Side quests are good. Commission work here would be nice since since they're just chilling. But yes, no one likes rapey, or at least I hope. I hope anybody, if you're in my chat, if you're watching and you like rapey, just leave right now because I have no use for that. Actually, that was 77,000 to make this update. That's it's not cheap. Oh wow. Okay. God. Now the research is starting to come in fast and furious. We're not going to do action yet, though. We're going to do the console stuff first. All right, so keyboard support, reset button, turbo mode. Let's do all those. And then we'll be ready to make our first console. In the meantime, what kind of game do we want to make? Puzzle, I think we were going to do. Oh, we could do adventure. It's not nearly saturated anymore. Let's update our engine for adventure first. So yeah, so the idea of having 2 development teams, or even 3 later in the game. Once you get MMOs, you need 3, but we're a long way from MMO, so let's not worry about that. So the idea with multiple development teams is you have one development team that just makes games. Just game. Your second development team, they make your engines, update your engines. They do the game updates. They do the commission work. They just do all that other side crap while your main team just churns out games. So soon, we're going to have that. We're going to have a second development team soon. I just want to make sure I'm there, right? I don't want to jump the gun on that. All right, so okay. Well, oh, wow, they're done. All right, so we can now do action. And we're ready. We're ready to make a console. Let's start with the stationary console. So that's that. Okay, so we can upgrade to 1024 bytes. Tapio, what's up? You could give the console team some training courses. That's probably a good idea, Tapio. Probably what I should have done in retrospect. 128 bytes. We don't have a graphics or sound chip, I think, yet, except the base. But, I mean, we got 2 things that are better than the base. So we will call this Lucera HVS. The Lucera Home Video System. That sounds like the name of a console that would come out in 1979. To me, anyway. Case, we only have the basic case. We only have the basic controller. Let's just add 2 controllers. Ooh, what game do we want to put in? Let's put in Pirate Quest 2. Because that's like our best game, right? Although, people already own it. It's also our most owned game. Yeah, that's fine. We'll put it in anyway. We will add all the features here, of course. And we're going to have to hype that. That's the thing, though, with that. This console. This is where we want... You know what? No, this is where we want a second marketing team. Or a bigger, sorry, marketing team. Although a second marketing team would probably work, but I'm just going to go with a bigger marketing team. Methinks. Well, it depends how many desks I can fit in here, I guess. Yes, because we got, what, 6 in our current room? Yeah, we'll be able to fit way more in here. That window's blocking the desk again. Okay, that's weird. Oh, this is what, 10 desks? Yeah, that's better than 6 last I checked. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure 6 is better. 10 is a higher number than 6. Like, I'm not a mathematician, but pretty sure 10 is higher than 6. Medicine cabinet. I always put my medicine cabinets right above the heaters because that's very good to preserve your medicine. Having the heat just... I'm sure it's not, but it's funny. All right, so what award do we want to dump? Publisher of the Year award, the one we didn't deserve. Right there. Beautiful. And then we'll just throw some posters up on the wall here. That should make this room very fancy. Nice and warm as well, although I don't think we have any heaters in the hallway right now. We don't want people to get cold when they go on break, right? Well, we're going to need cleaning robot over here. We don't have a cleaning robot over here yet, do we? I don't think. No. Yeah, so let's do that. All right, so now the question is there any marketing people even available? There's 3, so hopefully at least one of them is good. Oh, they're all greedy. Greedy marketing and support people. Tisk tisk. All right, so let's do 1 game magazine, then 2 radio, and then 2 TV. We'll get that. That'll get it to 100 hype. And it's worth doing for this, for sure. Like the TV spots are worth it for a console. I'm pretty sure. All right, so what were we doing over here? Puzzle game, right? No, adventure. Did we just update this? Yes. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm scatterbrained today. There's a lot going on. Develop a game. Sequel. Pirate Quest 3. By the time this game's done, this should be close to being off the market. Pirate Quest 3. We will do a different subtitle, which means different subgenre or subtopic, I guess. All right, what works with pirates? Not really anything. We had this problem last time, didn't we? Martial arts, pets, Pirate Quest 3, Parrot's Quest, I guess. I know, it's terrible, but it is what it is. All right, so Atari 2600, Apple II. I'm gonna repeat. I could put it for my own, but the problem is, I think, and maybe they changed this, but originally, I wouldn't be able to release this game till the console was done. But I'm not sure how long the console is gonna take. Well, wait, do we have controller support for our console? I'm not sure that I do. All right, so we're not gonna put it for a console yet. All right, so wow. Okay, so let's look at the letters for this and see which of those needs to move. They want to be more beginner friendly. Okay. So you have to go down. Let's try that. See how close that is. But everything else is locked in, so this should be fine. Holy crap, a lot of these things do not apply to adventure games. But let's pretend for a minute that we wanted to include all of these. There's 11 of them. So if we wanted to include all 11 features, we would need to make this a B+ size game, which adds $150,000 to our development cost. Because we're fine, we're not over the feature cap, we're not going to do a B+, but I guarantee at some point today we'll be doing a B+ game. Actually, we might even end up doing A games today. Depends how the day goes. I mean, what time is it? Yeah, we're only 45 minutes, so we still got over 2 hours. So we queued up high quality sounds, but our sound team is currently in the training room, not actually training. They're just sitting there twiddling their thumbs, which is awesome. All right, so yeah, marketing is working on the console right now. So we're gonna market the console for a bit, and then we're gonna switch back and market. Actually, we don't need to market this game. It's already at 50 marketing, right? Like, we don't need to do that. There's that 50 hype, not 50 marketing. You know what I mean? Because it's a sequel to our a game with high IP value. So let's do 1 TV spot for now. Wow, okay, it's done, but it's not done. I know we're probably waiting for the sound team. Oh no, they're polishing. Graphics is on the last thing. They're bug fixing. So the only question is, do we want to wait for the marketing team so that we could do the pre-release for the press and that stuff? I mean, I could. All right, so let's get some new topics here. So something that works with pirates, like, I don't know, colonization would certainly work with pirates. All right, so yeah, this console it's still going pretty slow, right? Like, we made a whole game, it's not even 10% done. So I think I will need to hire some more people for that room. There's 2 available. Are they good? 54, that's a nice high score. Okay. Each bounty off the market, perfect timing. All right, so special marketing. For Pirate Quest 3. Release a beta demo. And pre-release for the press. And they both worked. Now we can go back to marketing the HVS. That is the power of a big marketing team. 64 hype, that's pretty good considering the only marketing we did was a demo, right? 80 to 100, that's exactly what we want to see. Handed over to our publisher exclusive contract people. Now I could be self-publishing my own games, but it takes up a ton of space because you need production rooms, you need storage room, and I'm trying to move away from that, from self-production. It is really profitable. You make a ton of money, but and this is probably something I should be looking into right now. All right, so Pirates, Pets, blah, blah, blah. What do we got here? Oh, 96. New high score. That's what I'm talking about. So you can buy your competition. Here. You can buy the other publishers. Now you can't buy these top 4. I don't think you can ever buy these. You know, essentially Microsoft, Nintendo, Sega, and Atari. You would think Atari would become available later. Anyway, everybody else, though, you can buy. Like Capcom's here, who has 5 market strength. I could buy them for $27 million. Well, wait, how long? So I'm going to wait until my publisher exclusive contract is up. I guess I could buy them now, though. But if you... It says payment 5, right? But if I own them, I'm pretty sure the payment's $15, which is almost as good as self-production. Plus, they will make their own games because they're a publisher and a developer. So I will make money. Now, there is like an upkeep to owning other subsidiaries or owning subsidiaries, but it's worth it. And I mean, the dream is to own everybody, right? Now, I could also buy like Surcode. They're cheaper, 8.7 million, and you can pay to upgrade their market strength. But it's pretty expensive. Like the 2nd star is not too bad, but and the 3rd, but the 4th and 5th star, you're talking like 50 million and 100 million, which is more than I have. So obviously my best bet is just to buy Capcoms. They're the only 5-star one, right? You know what? We're just going to go ahead and buy them. The company rejects all takeover offers. Aw. But I want to buy them. What about Taydu? Can I buy Taydu? Ooh, 30 million. That's expensive. No. Okay. Try again on a later date. What about Konami? No. Is it going to let me buy anybody? Ooh, Konami was expensive too. Panda? Oh, no, wait. They're too expensive. I think how expensive they are, like, depends on value of their IPs and stuff. Right? In addition to their market strength and other things. Activision. Nope. Thought I could be Blizzard for a minute. Okay, apparently I can't buy anybody. I did not have this issue last run. Oh, and maybe I can only buy people that I have more stars than? Nope, that's not it. Because I can't buy them either. Okay. Oh, is this bugged, I wonder? I had no issues buying companies out in my last Let's Play. I feel like I've tried almost everybody at this point. Well, this kind of sucks. Oh, there we go. We can buy Data West for 24.7 million. Might as well, since at least they'll allow it. All right, so progress bar means they're working on a game. So it cost me $110,000 monthly for administration costs. To upgrade them to a 4-star, yeah, it's 50 million, which we obviously don't have. But let's see, where's the settings? Studio settings. So they're publisher and developer. I could change that, make them just a publisher, just a developer. You know, allowed development time. There's a whole bunch of things you can change here. Where's the one that I want to change though? Self-published games. So I want them, because every time they make a game, it's going to prompt. I'm going to get prompted to publish it for them, but I am not capable of publishing. So I just want them to publish their own games. Now, if I was capable of self-publishing, I could say, okay, so if it's 90% or less review score, publish it yourself. If it is over 90%, I'll publish it, right? Is what this does. But because I'm not capable of self-publishing and I'm not planning to buy that capability, I'm just going to let them self-publish their own games. Only so I could tell them once I have my own console, I could tell them to develop for it. And I'm pretty sure they mostly develop for my consoles anyway, which is nice. But yeah, there's a whole ton of options. Focus on IPs, focus on platforms, you know, do not allow mobile games, do not allow, you know, whatever. Prioritize game size, prioritize genre. Like I could just make RPGs in-house and then I could tell subsidiary to just make sports games if I wanted to. Like there's so many options here. Anyway, that's enough subsidiary talk though. But we now own a subsidiary. So what were we doing? We just released Pirate Quest 3. Okay. Let's do a game report for it. 96% review score though. That's pretty good. Are we done? Okay, so we also have action games now that we can make. So let's develop an action engine for and you could make it for my console, but we're gonna go with the Tapple just because the Atari is only tech level 1, so eventually we're gonna move to the Tapple over the Atari as like our primary thing, right? And of course, we will just be boring and we will call this Action Engine 1. And we will forget to put a space in the middle because we're awesome. All right, so while that's happening, some commission work here. What about here? There's no commission work here, so let's... How are they doing for sound? So let's quickly take the sound team through training once again. Just the base level one. Let's see. Is there any music and sound people out there? Untalented though. So we'll hire the person who doesn't go to the bathroom instead. And then we're gonna make an action game. So that's how we do here. Do we want to do a quick update first? No. This is why I need a second development team. Actually, you know what? Pause. Let's pause here. Let's make a nice big development room over here. I don't like the weird shape of this building though. Like you have to make these weird shaped rooms. Yeah, so let's go nuts. Let's make a really big development room here. Like this is gonna be our forever development room. Because it's gonna hold a ton of people. I think. Maybe not forever, now that I look at it. Because generally, at a minimum, whatever size the game's at, you want at least 4 people on your development team. So for A size games, or B size games, which is what we're making now, you want at least 4 people. We have 11, which is why we make games so quick. And then, you know, for B plus, you want 8, etc. So AAA, you want 20. And this is 19. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure I could shuffle some stuff around to get an extra desk in, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. All right, so let's put a radio there. Trash can. Definitely want a water dispenser since there's no... They have to walk to the break room, right? So we want to make sure they have a water dispenser. Heater here. Heater here. Is that going to be enough, though? Because this is a pretty big room. No, what about heater here? Actually, Yeah, the door's there, so it's going to have to be here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine for heating. It'll have to do. Oh, we got a gold record. Throw that on the wall. Game of the year. Let's throw that down here. All right, and that makes it high quality. We don't need to worry about carpets or anything, but let's throw a couple carpets down anyway. Why not? Spice it up a bit, right? There. Very spicy. So now we will take our whole development team. We will move them. So this is going to be our main development team. This is the one that's going to be making games, right? Now we're going to hire a secondary development team. Game design. You don't have bugs. Yeah, we'll hire you, I guess. And let's see if we can get some programmers. Because programmers, you want programmers for this reason right here, engine expert. So they're going to be making engines. They're going to be making add-ons. For engines, your programming skill is what matters. For add-ons, you want game design, programming, graphics, sounds. So what I'm going to do is this room, we're going to have 10 people in this room. I'm probably going to look at 4 game designers, 4 programmers, and like 1 sound person, 1 graphics person. I feel like is the right mix for this particular room. We want to find some people that are all-rounders though, preferably. So we're gonna have to do some marketing. We're gonna have to scrounge up some people once that's done, so we can fill out that room. But it'll come. All right. So develop a game, new PC and console game. I have a feeling this might be my first B+ size game. Aliens. Alien Armada. We will go teenagers for an action game. All right, so we'll leave it at B for now. But I have a feeling we're going to end up having to make it B+. Because I feel like action, a lot of different genres, or a lot of the features, sorry, apply to action games. But that remains to be seen. Action. You know what? I'm just going to leave these. I have no idea. I guess we can move story down. Innovation up? I don't know. We'll leave the rest of it. But yeah, okay, so all 11 apply. We're at 11 of 10, so it would not let us make this game. We're going to make it B+. Now, it obviously drives our development costs up. That's fine. All right, Alien Armada is a go. So yeah, my marketing team is going to be busy. Can I fill out this room? There's 1 person. And they suck. Okay, that's the same person we've looked at multiple times. The quality sounds. So you'll notice these costs are higher now as well with the bigger game. But again, that's okay. All right, so we're looking for that. Also, Frogs off the market, made a cool 4.7 million. Silver is back, and they have more biscuits. Never have too many biscuits. All right, so they're just blasting through topics. Let's end automation. Let's make sure they don't have anything sexier they could be researching. Like subgenre. I mean, that's but oh my god, so the game is done already. All right, so we need to quickly market this game a little bit at least. Oh wait, it's gonna be a while since this game's out because I completely forgot about the sound team, so that we're gonna have to wait for sound. So this game's gonna be polished up real nice. We might as well just get these people to support it. So similar typed rooms. So if you have 2 development rooms and one of them's not doing anything, but the other one is, you can just have the secondary one support the first room. But yeah, welcome back, Silver. And your biscuits. Best graphics, best sound. Oh, not developer of the year. Somehow we won publisher of the year again. I don't know. I don't know how. Like we don't publish games. We're now a prestigious game studio. And another achievement, eye candy. All right, so we'll do 2 radio spots, and then we'll do... Actually, we got time, I guess, because we're waiting for the sound team, which is fine. But I also need to look for people for my backup development team right now. Right? What are we doing here? Alien Armada. Release a beta demo. And pre-release for the press. And I know the sound's pretty rough around the edges right now, but it's fine. Market search for game designer. Skilled worker. So 23%. So we're going to do the skilled worker. But it has a chance of failing, right? Adventure Engine 1. Developer Nanko. License your engine for Anarchy and Anarchy and Alliances. That's a fantastic name for a game. I'm jealous that I didn't think of it. But hey, that's a cool $500,000 for my engine, which is pretty awesome. Angels, sure. Alright, so we're just waiting for the sound team here. Actually, and they're done. Ooh, primitive AI, level 2. That'll be some more research. So let's take this off automatic. Ooh, dragons. Dragons will be nice to have as a genre. Oh, we need a cleaning robot up here too. Keep forgetting about the cleaning robots. Alright. There we go. Finished development. 70 to 90, but this is my first action game, so I'm fine with that. Like, we had no idea where to put the sliders there. Right? So it's all good. Hey, 87% for my first action game, I'll take it. It's another achievement off the list, right? So now we're getting 2% basically PC and console games sold, 4% arcade machine games sold, mobile games, 3% training speed, 1% work rate, 1% owned consoles. So these, I know this is really small text and you guys might not even be able to read it, like if you're watching on mobile or whatever, but those bonuses do add up. Man, it takes forever to make this console. I thought because it was such a not complex console that it wouldn't take long, but it's still taking a while. But my technicians aren't super talented either, right? So, all right, primitive AI level 2. Do the sliders of the games change every time? Like the perfect sliders? There is like a base perfect slider setting that you could Google and find a guide that has the perfect sliders for everything. But there's also an option at the start of the game, a checkbox where you can randomize it. So if you don't like knowing, the problem is if you randomize it, you can't use logic to kind of figure it out. Like if I make a role-playing game right now, I can go, okay, well, it's a role-playing game. Story's important. Character design's important. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be beginner-friendly. Right? I can make those associations with a role-playing game, but if you randomize that at the start of your play through, you can't use that logic anymore. But I have done that in some of my, like even in some of my Let's Plays. Just to add challenge, for sure. But if you don't click that box, it's the same every time. All right, so 2 more marketing support people. Fill this room out. Oh, apparently we can only fit 9 people. So I need to fire one of these people that I just hired. Yep. Julia, it was a good hour you worked here. It was good for all of us. So wow, I'm surprised I could fit. So yeah, so if you look at the room here, this number here, even though I can fit 10 desks physically, this number means I can only fit 9 people before people feel overcrowded. And you can go to all your rooms and you can see this number. Only 9 here as well. Well, that sucks. Huh. What about here? 20. Okay, so we can squeeze a 20th desk in there. What about here? Only 14. All right, so we can get rid of one of these desks, I guess. That's unfortunate. So let's sell. I'm just going to sell this desk so I'm not... because if I see 9 out of 10, I'm going to want to hire a person, right? And I don't want to do that. All right, so... All right, we're waiting for this engine feature to be done. We're going to make another role-playing game. We're going to go back to role-playing game. It's been a hot minute since we've done a role-playing game. So let's do Command and Conquest. Yeah. Oh, I did not mean to pick up the water dispenser. Create a game report, Alien Armada, which will be very valuable information. All right, so let's grab all of our graphic team, but we'll leave the two legendaries behind. We'll just train the other 6 of them, just on the basic level. And our sound team, commission work, perfect. Customer support is keeping up. We still only have 2 people there. We have room for 7. Can we actually get 7? No, only 6. So we might as well get rid of this desk. So I'm not tempted to put a 7th person in there. Yeah, lots of money coming in. How's their subsidiary doing, I wonder? They are 64% making a game. Bad doctors, bad doctors. Well, so they've been doing... I should probably do some add-ons. Decent scores, though, for their games. So that's good. All right, so what are we doing here? We're doing some updates. Okay, so I haven't had any luck finding any games. There we go. There's a game designer. So, good traits as well. Perfect. Boom. Any commission work here? No. All right, let's also do an update for Pirate Quest 3, which is selling pretty well. All right, so there's another game designer. So that one came in a little quicker. So is that 3 or 4 game designers I have in here? 3. Excuse me, so we want 1 more. I'd also like to find some for up here, but I want programmers first. I need 3 programmers for that room. So we'll let them finish this one. If they find somebody great, they didn't, that's fine. Employee search, programmer, we'll do the 50 to 55 again. Little higher number. Oh, we're a trendsetter. We set the trend. Pirate Quest 3 Pirate's Quest is considered a groundbreaking milestone in the video game industry and has set a new trend. So the trend is now adventure and pirates. Feels good to be a trendsetter. There's an award for that too. And probably, yeah, there's an achievement. Nice. That's the dream right there, folks. Setting the trends. Gotta love it. All right, so there's another programmer. Oh, Nintendo licensed our engine. Speaking of engines, I said I was going to do an RPG, right? 2D block graphics, primitive AI, level 2, Apple 2, okay. Oh my god, it's taking them forever to make this console, though. Apparently I'm going to need a bigger hardware team. I mean, I guess consoles should take a long time, but it's just, I can make games so quickly at this point that it feels so slow, right? Making the console, which is not a good feeling. All right, so there's our graphics team. Yeah, see, I've got a lot of people sitting around doing nothing right now, which isn't great. All right, sequel 2. Cyberpunk 1977, Elves of the Forest, or Final Raiders. The Final Raiders. And yes, I know that's not a word. RPG Engine 1, Atari, Tapple. It's not, my console's not going to be done in time, unfortunately. Everything looks good there. Boom, boom. There. All right, so we got sliders. We got perfect sliders. This is our first genre that we have perfect sliders for. There. No, missed. There. Perfect sliders for RPGs. So this should be a pretty good game. Actually, and it needs to be B+. So that'll help it be a good game as well. So I'm going to, if this isn't 95% plus, I'm going to be disappointed. Honestly. Yes, very nice. And having everything apply is nice, including, finally, like getting side quests and character progression. Like, those are important for RPGs, so getting those is huge for RPGs. So obviously, we're not going to spare any expense to make this one the best we can. Which, hey, Chernix, how you doing today on this lovely Tuesday afternoon / morning / evening, I guess, depending on where you are. You said you're in Ontario, so it's afternoon for you. But, you know, for everybody else, who knows? So marketing is work for programmers. We got our first console cooking up here. The Lucera home video system. Or Lucera HVS for short. Cyberpunk 1977 is off the market. Made me a cool $8.8 million, though. Man, these consoles, they're not quick to make. All right, let's continue development on that. All right, ooh, there's a programmer who's an all-rounder. That is the dream. So we're actually going to put them in our main development room, not our secondary development room. Oh, we got another one. Oh, they make a lot of bugs. But they're lucky. The bug's not a big deal. We have QA. That's why we have QA, right? All right, so cancel support. And now this is where we plan, right? Okay, so what kind of game are we going to make next? We are currently making an RPG. The trend is adventure, but we just didn't. Well, we didn't. It wasn't that long, or it wasn't that close that we made an adventure. So let's make another adventure game. So with our backup development team, this is why having 2 development teams is huge. We can get the engine ready to go, so that by the time our main development team is done making that game, they can immediately just start making another game, right? They don't have to dick around doing updates, doing engine updates, right? All right, so they're done. They're on bugs. They're polishing. They're, oh, wow. Apparently I need another sound artist. Ooh, what do we got here? Ooh, talented. And, okay, this is Augustus. You are definitely hired. Okay, we got another programmer. So I think that's all the programmers we want, right? We want 1 sound person and 1 graphics person now. So let's take automation off here. We'll let them finish that, though. And this sound person, they're lucky, so we'll hire them. We'll throw them up there. Okay, so they're done with that engine. So let's do a free update. Earlier Armada. Beautiful. So we're waiting for this. We're waiting for the bugs. Okay. I also wanted to hire another technician, but there isn't any. There's 3 game testers, though, but nothing fancy. Although 52 is a nice high score. How many people can we actually fit in here? 13. All right, so that's good. And what else were we going to do? I don't remember. Oh, we're going to do special marketing for the Finaler. The Finaler Raiders. Oh, that's a terrible name. That's a terrible name. I regret everything. Should just call it Final Raiders 2. But I didn't. Alright, so that's done. So we need to find... We're looking for a graphics artist, right? For my secondary development studio to finish that off. Alright, so that was a +3, so we can send this out. Finish development, 80 to 100, beautiful, but I'm really, like I said, I'm going to be a little disappointed if it's not at least 95. Although I guess there's a few things that we're not pros at just yet. $96, as predicted. Beautiful. All right, so we can immediately jump into a new game. So we were gonna do an adventure game, right? Nice. Yep, very nice. 96. It's like 69 flipped. Anyway, we're gonna do a fresh IP here. Dragons. There we go. Dragon Quest, which is totally not a real life game, or it is, you know, but whatever. Oh, Adventure Engine, Katari, Tapple. What do we got for dev kits? Ooh, the Radovan is up to 3.1 million. I'm just going to keep doing Astro Arcade until the Lucera HVS is a little closer. Turn on all the languages. All right, so let's just let's copy Pirate Quest 3. I don't know why it's not remembering. Is it because I'm in a different room now, maybe? All right, so let's look at the letters and see which of these needs to go up and which of these needs to go down. Hopefully they will tell us. More beginner friendly. There we go. There's our answer. Which means that needs to go that way. Hopefully that's perfect sliders. If not, it's close. We're already close to perfect sliders. We will just keep this B size since we're only including 7 features. Which means it's not going to be a super amazing game. And QA, we're actually going to quickly do a game report before we jump in to improving the new game. But graphics and sound, we will go all out. And what do we want these fine folks to do? Free update for the Final Raiders. I mean, that just came out. Let's do another update for Pirate Quest 3. That's going to go over 1 million sales here. That's going to be another gold record for me, which is nice. They'll get through this game report super quick. They finished the game report before he could even finish the sentence. That's how fast they got through that game report. All right, so there's a graphics artist. They get sick a lot. They don't mind being in a crowded office, though. Yeah, sure, let's hire them. All right, so what's our ratio of people up here? We really need to hire anybody in here right now. 5322. Yeah, let's get one more high-end graphics designer, maybe. Or not graphics, game designer. Or do we want to look for... Yeah, there's the gold record. A technician. Well, there's one technician out there. Yeah, good enough. Oh, we got a graphic designer. Untalented. Pass. I will pass. Actually, do we want to market? Let's do marketing before we do employee searches. Or Dragon Quest. The one with 0. Probably that's the one we want to market. Just a hunch. But I would say it's probably the play. And auto repeat radio. Get us up to 40 height. Right quick. Ooh, 80 to 100. And that's before like bug fixing and polishing is completed. Although I guess, yeah, never mind. It's completed. Ooh, we got a new sound chip. And we got primitive stereo sound to go with the new sound chip. Makes sense. All right, so what kind of game are we going to make next? Actually, there's no point in updating an engine because we want to have this research done first. So let's do a free update for the Finaler. I regret naming the game that. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Ooh, fantasy. That's like a good one to have because it's so... No, not cancel. End automation. No, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go, Looch. Clicking is good. All right, so let's get this engine feature. Primitive stereo sound. Beautiful. I apologize if you can hear a lawnmower in the background. You know, the lawn needs to be mowed, right? I could ask to have it done time of day when I'm not streaming, but doesn't mean that's when it's going to happen. Totally not a contentious issue at all, though. Anyway, special marketing. Ooh, we got primitive physics coming in as well. Dragon Quest, release a beta demo. Let's go. Roar, yes, Roar. Our first console is 75% done. Lucera home video system. Gonna be great, I can tell. Ooh, and a chip too. So once this is done, we'll be able to make a handheld. We got a game developer, legend, graphic artist available. On his mode every time you're doing something important. Yeah, it's like gotta love when you have a neighbor that always mows their lawn at like 7 a.m. on Saturday, right? Like when I was younger and um, you know, out partying on Friday nights a lot. Never failed. Never failed. All right, so what else was I doing here? How long does this trend last? 58. Ooh, that's a long time. So there's no point in doing market research. I think I want to find a high-end game designer, right? For my main development room. All right, so we can put this game out now. There's no point in waiting. Well, no, we are going to wait a little bit. Because what kind of game are we going to make next, I guess, is the question. Now, we could do another strategy game, but strategy is not very popular. Racing is the anti-trend. We could do another action game. So if we're going to do another action game, let's make sure our action engine is up to date. I do not believe that it is. No, it is multiple pieces out of date. There is new physics as well, but I'm not going to wait for that. So we'll just polish up Dragon Quest. I really want to find somebody that's an all-rounder, which I know it might take a long time. Actually, so let's just hire this person. There, that's good enough. So end automation there. This console stuff takes a long time. Oh, so we got an extra person. They're a leader. They're a workaholic. So I guess we'll hire you as well. Now we have way more people in here than we need. Way more. All right, so is this engine work done? Yes. Oh, like right now, going right by my window. Is my window closed? Yeah, my window is closed. Anyway, so I apologize if you can hear a lot more sounds. Beautiful. It's nice when you don't get many level ups because that means you're already good at it, right? 95%, which is, I've never had a 100% review score. So 95 plus is the dream, right? That means it's a really good game. So we were going to make, I already forget, another action game. We just did one recently, but that's fine. BB plus. Action. What topic? Why would your open window be open in the summer? Are you afraid of wasps? I mean, I have a screen on my window. Wasps shouldn't get in. But, I mean, there is wasps around here. It's also not summer yet. Like, in the summer, we have air conditioning. Like, some window will be closed. But this time of year right now, in May, where it's like, it's not quite warm enough to turn the AC on. But since I'm streaming and my computer's going and I'm flapping my gums and my door is closed, it can get hot in here while I'm streaming. Sometimes I'll open my window. All right, so we got an action airplane game. We will call this planes because I can't think of anything else. If anybody can think of clever game names, like, feel free. Luchera HVS. Yeah, I mean, I'm in Canada, right? Like, don't get me wrong, it gets hot in the summer, but it's like our first real hot day of the year won't be till mid-June, and it's really just July and August where it's like hot up here. But here, Luchera HVS. We will have a game. So we might have to wait to put this game out. All right, so let's look at the letters for Alien Armada for sure. Well, actually, if we're going to look at the letters for it, you got to copy its settings, right? Because then it'll tell us where to go from here. They're enthusiastic. They're very satisfied, which is nice. More beginner friendly, better level design, too innocuous, too easy. All right, more beginner friendly, better level design, too innocuous, too easy. Oh, and we can also look at the game report. 10, 40, 30, 20 is where the sliders are supposed to be. 10, 40, 30, 20. We're going to take points off all these and put them here, though, since we don't have a mocap studio yet. So we need to take points off something here, probably character design. Game depth, maybe. Try that. It's going to be a little better. You know, obviously, it's going to take a few before you really have these sliders locked in. But all these features apply, like 7 of them, 7 of the 11 are green, which means they're very important to this genre. So that will help this game be good, despite, you know, the sliders not really knowing where the sliders are supposed to go. So let's improve the gameplay. Wait, I feel like I forgot to do whatchamacallit, a game report from my last game. But we can get that in later. That's fine. How's the support doing? Ooh, we're gonna need an extra support person soon. The queue's starting to go up, right? There is not anybody out there for that at the moment. All right, so let's market this game. Actually, let's do. There's a couple of games we put out that we haven't done demos for yet, right? Yeah, almost all of our current games haven't had demos. So let's just blast through all these demos right quick here. One by one. I mean, it's 30,000 to put out a demo, so it's not cheap, but it's worth it pretty much every time, I would say. Ooh, this will help with hype as well. So let's do Planes. Let's do Command & Conquest. And let's do Dragon Quest, since that's our newest. And we have a console to hype, but it's already at 100 hype. But still. We are an extra 2,000 fans. We're over 100,000 fans now. All right, so Alien Armada got 14 hype from the demo. Dragon Quest got 4. Which, I mean, 4 obviously is not great, but, I mean, I'll take it. All right, Pirate Quest 3. And last one that needs demo is Final Order Raiders. And so there's another console thing, another console part. So our handheld, when we put it out, it's going to be like high end. Oh, only 60 to 80 estimate. I mean, there's a lot of bugs. 65 is a lot of bugs, to be fair. All right, so let's do, where are we at? Planes. Let's do 1 radio spot. That'll get us to 40 hype. Although we're getting to the point now where we could probably start doing TV spots on the regular. Like 500,000 isn't the giant investment that it used to be, right? All right, so bugs are gone. Okay, so what kind of game are we making next? We haven't made a racing game in a long time. I think I'd only made the 1 racing game. Tapple 2? No. The Lucera HVS. Specialty. They're polishing. All right, so everybody's polishing, so it's just a matter of waiting for what? All right, so let's take automation off here, actually. I kind of want this engine feature first, actually. So special marketing for Planes, pre-release beta demo, and a pre-release for the press. And then we can probably put it out, I would say. Copy protection has been unlocked. No pirates sailing these seas anymore, folks. I'm sure there'll still be pirates. Do I want to market? Yeah, let's do a TV spot for that. Why not? Actually, I think... Well, here's a good test. It used to be that I wouldn't be able to release this game because the console wasn't out yet. But it may have changed, so we're about to find out if that's changed or not. because this is ready to go. I think. Close enough. Will it let me put it out? Only 70 to 90. I mean, I guess it is action, which we're not pros at necessarily. Yeah, so we can't put it out. All right, so we'll polish it a little more. Really don't have a choice except to polish it a little more. But I mean, it's almost done. It's in crunch now, so people aren't allowed to go on break or anything, so it'll go even faster. And we have a console. Publish console. All right, so you can set a price. So currently costs me $556 to make a console. So right now we're charging $566, which is a $10 profit. So what I do, I usually go for a $25 profit. And then if you hit this checkbox, automatically holds selling price at $25 profit. So the production costs will go down over time, right? Like tooltip here, optimize production processes and declining hardware costs, reduce production costs over time. So as the production costs go down, my sale price will also go down. It'll just be $25 higher. So we will always make a profit of $25 per console if I check this, which I'm going to. I pretty much always do that. Otherwise, it would be a pain to micromanage. You'd have to check it like every month and like drop your price. We're in the draconian era of console costs. Yeah. 4 stars, 7.9 out of 10. That's not bad, right? Like if we had waited for all this new hardware stuff we're researching right now, obviously it would have been better. All right, so let's get them to do commission work, which, okay, that was really quick. So let's put them into training. Buzz Dungeon 1, we made 30,000 off that. That's fine. Barbarian Wars 3 is off the market. $18 million profit. That's pretty beefy. So this is my technicians, hardware engineering. We're going to do the middle level training here. It's going to take a little longer. That's fine. All right, so we can put planes out now. We want to wait for this to do that. Maybe we could. Did I already? Yep. That engine is already... I literally just updated this engine. It's already out of date. So we're going to wait for this. And as soon as it's done... Okay, now we will put planes out. And, yeah, good timing because the marketing is done as well. 70 to 90. I'm expecting it to be way closer to 90 than 70. Could you not just scam everyone? Like with my console price, you mean? I mean, if I put my price too high, nobody's going to buy it. Right? I mean, you could try to scam people, but people just won't buy it if the price is too high. I mean, I assume. I've never tried. I mean, I could try, like, with a console, and then, you know, we could judge it. I mean, but as the price drops, more and more people are going to buy it, right? Because other better consoles are going to come out. The other consoles' prices are going to go down, right? But I'm making an assumption here. I've always just hit that checkbox and dropped the price with it, so I can't say for sure. You may be right. You might be right though, Peter. You might be able to scam people, but I just don't know because I've always, you know, yeah, look at that 89%, definitely closer to 90 than 70. And we were gonna make a racing game, and we've only made one racing game, right? Yeah. I've never played the game. Yeah, no, you could be right. And no, but it's good to ask those questions though, right? Like those are... I just poked myself. I tried to do this. I poked myself in the eye. But those are good questions to ask. Because I mean, maybe... All right, so we're doing a racing game. So the other racing game we did was cars for a topic. I'm not seeing anything else that works for racing. There are other things. There's bikes, there's cabs, there's trucks. I just don't have them. The only thing I could see that would even marginally work for racing would be tanks or UFOs, I guess. Oh, transportation. There we go. We'll call this, and I'm pretty sure this is a real game, and that's why I thought of it for a name. So apologies to the devs of Transport Fever. I just ripped off your name. And if it's not a name of a real game, then ha, I'm a genius. But it's probably a real game. Actually, let's look at the dev kits. What else is out there? Yeah, nothing great. I mean, honestly, I think at this point in time, it's 1980. Eventually the PC comes, and obviously that's huge, and that'll be soon. But other than that, excuse me, until the Nintendo, or Mimtendo as it's called here, comes out, there's not a lot for whatever for consoles. It's a pretty dark time, the early 80s. Well, of course, there is an option too when you start a new game for random platform popularity, so it doesn't follow real life sales trends. Hello, I am not going to try to say your name, but hello, on Chileno Medio Eon. I love how I say I'm not going to try to say your name, then I immediately try to say your name and probably butcher it, and I'm sorry. All right, so we have copy protection. We have Safe Force 1.0. It's 98.8% effective. The effectiveness goes down over time. Generally speaking, when a copy protection hits about 80% effectiveness, there's a new one that you have to buy. I'm assuming having copy protection is worthwhile. I can't say for certain it is. But anyway, so we have lots of letters about our one and only racing game because it was a long time ago. All right, so more length. A Chilean half stupid, half average. Why? Okay, so why is it holding that for review? Because you said stupid, I guess? Anyway, I will approve that message. All right, so more length, more beginner friendly, more casual. So beginner friendly and casual tend to go together, right? More length. And oh, that's the name in English. A Chilean half stupid, half average. Wow, a Chilean. I have two fans from Chile. Better level design. Too violent. Okay, that surprises me. And too hard. So hard and level design. All right, so we need to take some points away now. So we'll take away from story. We'll take away from character design. We'll take away from mission design. And then we will take a look at the sliders. 10, 40, 30, 20. No, that's... It says action here, but it's... Oh, suitable subgenres for racing is action. Duh. All right. So yeah, 10, 40, 30, 20. I was thinking like, this wasn't an action game. This was a racing game. I'm being dumb. All right, so let's apply everything that matters, which is only 9. So we do not need to make this a B+ size game. Nothing green yet. Like nothing that's very important. I'm surprised checkpoints. Like checkpoints would be important for a racing game, wouldn't they? In my mind, anyway. But I mean, that's just one man's mind. All right, so I'm quickly going to catch up on game reports. Then I'll switch them over. Up here, what could use an update? Ooh, Dragon Quest has been out for a while with no update. So let's update that. And high quality graphics coming in hot. High quality sounds coming in loud. Oh yeah, we need to find an extra office worker for our support room. Of course, that's the one thing there isn't any of. Because, of course, that's the one thing we want. It's the one thing there isn't any of. Music and sound, talented. Having all-arounder really only benefits people that work in the game development room. So having a game tester with all-rounder is kind of pointless. All right, so those reports are done. So now they can improve Transport Fever. They're done with that update, so they can do an update for planes. Basically a day one, or not a day one patch, like a week 2 patch. The final Raiders was too easy, people say. That's their opinion. They have a right to it. Ooh, we got platformer, we got split screen multiplayer, we have a developer legend technician. Let's hire this developer legend technician. which means we're going to have to fire one of our developers or technicians that we have. Or no, we could have 10, I guess. We could have 10 people. All right, what's our research doing? They're still doing console stuff. Oh, God. I should have been marketing this whole time because Transport Fever's got very little hype. That's on me. See, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts now, so you can kind of lose sight of of different things, like I just did with my marketing team, was just sitting around idle for no good reason. But that's okay. Okay, so let's get that. That'll get it to 40 hype. I feel like I'm going to need a bigger research team at some point as well. But I mean, once we get this space, there's so much space in here, and it's only 103 million. I mean, I have 78 million, right? I'm close to being able to buy that. But I kind of want to, once my publisher exclusive contract with Tadu runs out at 13 months, I'm going to want to either buy like a 5-star, which they won't let me. I want to buy a 5-star publisher or upgrade the subsidiary, the publisher that I have. We want to upgrade them to 5 stars, but that's expensive. It's 50 million for the 4-star and it's 100 million for the 5th-star. And then we can just use them to publish our games, right? So we don't have to worry about self-publishing. All right, so they're done their training. So let's train them again. They're just going to train over and over. I'm assuming there's diminishing returns if you train repeatedly. You've never had 100. Me neither. I think, yeah. I think I had 199. I've never had 100 either. It's tough. Also, I'm playing on normal here. Usually I play on hard or very hard. I haven't played on legendary yet. So I assume that would help, right? Get higher review scores. So what kind of game are we going to make next? We haven't made a skill game in forever. So let's make a skill game next, which means let's update our skill engine to include all this fancy stuff. It's a lot of fancy stuff, but I think the next round of engine features will be tech level 2. Right, which will be nice. You have an average 95. That's good. I would say, I mean, at this point, like I'm still, like, I made my first action game recently, my first strategy game, but the genres that I've made games for already, I've been averaging close to 95. I think. Your first game was 78. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a learning curve in this game, for sure. So we're at 40 hype. Okay, it's basically ready to go. So let's get some special marketing going here. Release a beta demo, pre-release for the press. All right, so let's end automation here, actually. Okay, so those are... yeah, I want to get these gameplay features first. Save games and split-screen multiplayer. Both very important things to have. Pre-release for the press. Okay, let's just double-check. Everybody's polishing, right? Yeah. Okay, and they're twiddling their thumbs. So let's do an update. Or, let's check how are console sales going. We're selling about 28,000 a week, 300,000 total, 1% market share already. That's actually pretty good considering how early on it is. I'm pleased with that. So Pirate Quest, okay, Alien Armada is not selling all that well, so we're not going to do an update for that. Pirate Quest, it's been on the... and we could do another update for Pirate Quest, but the more updates you do for an individual game, the more expensive the updates are. So it does kind of have a bit of diminishing returns. But you're going to go launch... okay, so you're going to launch the game or you're going to lunch. Anyway, good luck with lunch or with launching the game. Either way, thanks for coming out. And hey, everybody, remember to hit that like button if you're enjoying it. It helps out a lot, especially with, because after the stream's over, people do still watch it, and having some likes will help me, beat the algorithm. He's launching it to outer space. I mean, that's what I do when I'm hungry, I know. So that makes sense. I'm assuming that's probably, I'm assuming if he's from Chile, English isn't his first language. So I will, I probably shouldn't make fun. All right, so this game is ready to go. 60 hype, which is nice, considering we did not do a TV spot. 70 to 90, but technically it's only our second racing game. We are not great at making racing games, and we're just getting, we're new at a lot of this engine stuff as well, right? Although we are pros at the 2D block graphics now. Oh, 90%. Nothing wrong with that. That's good. That's a good game. And we were going to do a skill game next, right? I believe was the plan. Maybe a sequel? I feel like I haven't done a sequel lately. Ooh, Barbarian Wars 4? It's got 1 IP. That's a pretty decent IP value. Is that my highest IP? No, Pirate's Quest is 2 IP. But, I mean, almost everything I make now has some IP value. I mean, Hospital Havoc, that was like 4 years ago. But yeah, so I want to keep pounding these IPs that are good, right? So, Barbarian Wars 4. Oh, let's just do fantasy. Let's just do basic fantasy. We're going to do B+. Not the race engine, skill engine. Qatari, Tapple, Astro Arcade, and the Lucera HVS. Okay, yeah, so we're good at the graphics part. Just working on everything else slowly. Got our safe force in. Okay, we got our sliders locked in here. Beautiful. So technically, this could just be a B-size game. Doesn't need to be B+. So let's not make it B+. Because character progression does not matter for a skill game, which makes sense. 50 hype right out of the gate, which is beautiful. All right, let's go nuts on this. Let's go ham. Let's go ham sandwich all over this game. Make it awesome. As awesomer as possible. There's probably some demos we could put out, right? Planes, yeah. Planes could use a demo. Well, I probably should have waited till save games and split screen multiplayer were done. Whoops. That's on me. That's me being short-sighted. 100%. Me being short-sighted. 18 hype from that demo for planes. That's good. Only 1 for Transport Fever. Sometimes the demo works, sometimes it doesn't. Ooh, what genre do we have? Ooh, platformer. Let's grab that. All right, so they're still training. Let's train them again. Although, again, I'm pretty sure there's diminishing returns for training repeatedly, but I don't know. That's me making an assumption. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's good to just train forever. All right, so we're going to do a TV spot for Barbarian Wars 4. Just the one, though. Best graphics, best sound, developer of the year, publisher of the year for some reason, game of the year. Okay, so we swept the awards, which is Again, publisher of the year, I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be winning that because we're not a publisher. Well, we didn't win worst game of the year, but I mean, that's good. But my favorite part of this, if you look at it, best graphics was Planes, best soundtrack was Alien Armada, game of the year was The Final Raiders. And yes, that's right, Alyssa. My sequel to The Final Raiders was The Final Raiders. And when I do another sequel, it would be The Finalist Raiders. But I just love the fact that 3 different games of mine won those awards. That's awesome. I don't know if I've ever had that. I mean, I've definitely swept the awards before, but I don't think I've ever swept them in that fashion. The Finalist, that'll be the 4th game in the series. All right, so what are we looking at here? Well, what kind of game are we going to make next? Go back to the strategy well? I mean, it's not popular, but it's also completely unsaturated relative to everything else. We haven't made one lately. So let's make sure that engine is up to date, which it probably isn't because we've gotten quite a bit of engine features coming in hot recently. Final Rister, final. Okay, I can't even. No, I can't. I can barely even say final Finalist, let alone final Rister, final Risterist, final Risterist tester. Blah. I can't even say those. All right, I will make it for my own console, especially. All right, so everybody's polishing. Just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the TV spot to be done. Ooh, we got a legendary graphics designer. Sure. We have seats in our graphics studio. We might as well throw them in there. Meanwhile, oh, our race engine. Somebody bought our race engine. Cool, 265,000 in profit. All right, so we got hardware. We got the TV interface ADP/X. I have no idea why I said X like that, but I did, and I can't take it back. It's out. It's out. It's out of the bag. All right, so how are they doing? How good are they at being hardware people now? Oh, they're getting there. So yeah, this handheld that I'm about to start making should be legit. All right, so the TV spot is done. So let's special market this. Where are we at? Barbarian Wars 4. Release a beta demo. Pre-release for the press. +9. Okay, and what else do we want to do here? How long is this trend? 28 more weeks. Let's see what the trend's going to be next, just out of curiosity. I know curiosity killed the cat, but I don't have a cat, so I don't care. Ooh, heatsink. Yeah, but heatsink doesn't work. Heatsink only applies to stationary consoles, not handhelds. So we don't really care about that one. That one doesn't really affect us. 80 to 100%, that's good. But I mean, this is a skill game. We're pretty good at making skill games, so I expect that. Getting better at the engine stuff as well. Nice, 96%. Like I said, anything over 95 is, you know, chef's kiss, right? Basically, in my opinion. Transport Fever could use an update. Let's quickly catch up on game reports. Any commission work here? No. What about here? No. All right. Yeah, so let's just jump into a new game here. New strategy game, right? Is what we were going to do. I believe was the plan. All right, so Conquest works. But Conquest is what we did our last strategy game. Go Pirates. And no, not Pirates. Let's go Aliens and Apocalypse and call this Alien Apocalypse. I'm so imaginative. Apocalypse. Is that how you spell Apocalypse? I don't, maybe. Maybe it is. I don't know. We're going to pretend it is, though. Strategy engine. Qatari. Tapple. Mine. All right, so basically we're just waiting for the PC to come in. We'll just keep doing the command repeat. I got it right? Good. Okay. I thought so. I'm generally speaking a pretty decent speller, but, you know, I have my weak points like everybody. All right, so Command and Conquest. Copy this design setting. So we got a couple things right, which is good. 50, 10, 10, 30 it wants. So we'll go 40. We'll go 40. We'll go 40, 10, 10, 40 instead. A little more into the technical since we can't make those naturally. And the letters. Oh, we got a lot of letters. Too short. More depth. Boom and boom. Easy peasy. And then more core. Better mission design. Too easy. More core. Better mission design. Too easy. All right, so I got to take 3 points off. So we'll go story, we'll go character design. Well, if it's core and it's hard, then chances are beginner friendliest needs to go down, I would say. Turn on everything. Okay, 11 of 10. So that means we need to make this B+. And most games are going to be B+ now, generally. But hey, split screen multiplayer is the first thing that is very important for strategy, which is nice. It's nice to have something that's very important for each genre. Beautiful. Okay. And then we will make this the best we can. Oh, wait, so they're working on that. That's fine. We'll just have to watch them. Watch them like hawks, and as soon as they're done, we'll switch them over to improving gameplay. They'll get through these game reports pretty quick. There we go. Improve gameplay. There's 3 commission works there. Maybe I should have plowed through those as well. Oh, well. All right, so, oh, yeah, so a new, oh, that's new fans. We don't really care about the fans because we're not making a stationary console right now. Oh, we got a legendary sound artist. Let's see what they bring to the table here. Other than being good at sound. Oh, they're talented. They learn fast. Oh, talented's kind of, for legendary, talented's kind of pointless, right? Because they're already high. So we're going to put them in that room so that they can learn all the other things that go into a game, right? Other than sound. Putting them in a sound room kind of be a waste, I feel. So let's do game magazines. We'll just get us up to 40 ASAP as per our usual strategy. Gold record for Dragon Quest. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. Ooh, only 60 to 80, but there's still a lot of work to be done on this one. So let's continue development. All right, so that console thing is done. Okay, so there is hardware, but it's a fan, which we don't care about. Ooh, tech level 2. It's our first tech level 2 thing. But see here, it only applies to stationaries, not handhelds. And our next console that we're going to make is a handheld. Backward compatible, on the other hand. We'll get that done before we put that out. All right, so how's everybody doing over here? They're polishing. They're polishing. They're bug fixing. This team is freed up, not doing anything. So let's do quick commission work. And what kind of game were we planning to make? Did we plan our next game yet? I forget. We're doing strategy right now, right? Oh, platformer. Yeah, let's do a platformer. So we need an engine for that. I mean, we don't need an engine. We could have just used one of our other engines, but I like to have, you know, the special genre. So there we go. Nice. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call it something a little different just to be somewhat imaginative. Call it Jump Engine instead. And I'm going to bump my sales price up 10,000. People want them. They're going to have to pay a little more. All right, so everybody's polishing over there. So we can do special marketing, then we can push this out the door. So let's grab bicycle. And I'm just trying to grab a couple of topics that fit for racing games other than cars. I think there's trucks too, right? Trains, trucks, trolls, all kinds of T-words. All right, 12 hype for the beta demo. That's good. Re-release for the press. It has worked for me every time so far. I expect it'll continue to work for me. As long as my games are decent, which they have been, right? Oh, wow, that's actually 4 high scores. Huh. But, I mean, we're not great at strategy games, and there's a lot of things that were new, right, that we're not experienced with, so I don't expect this to be, I mean, expect it, I'm going to say 91%. Ah, 2% off. I was close. 89. All right, so are they done on this platform engine yet? They are, okay. So you can blast through this commission work. You can blast through that game report. Any commission work here to blast through? What about here? No. All right, so once... Oh, we're ready. We're ready to make a console. We're ready to make that handheld, aren't we? Wait, so are they upset? Oh, yeah, they're upset. All right, so I got to fire somebody. They're upset that it's too crowded. You're efficient. I like efficient. So, Ricardo, I'm sorry. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Wow, that is a totally very topical and current reference that I just made. It was like 20 years. The weakest link was a show. Anyway. New handheld. Okay, so that's the good one. All right, so is it automatically doing the good ones? It looks like it. Let's double check. The host of the show. Oh yeah, she was pretty savage. She did not hold back. All right, so we'll call this Lucera Pocket. I guess 22 years. Okay, yeah. I was thinking early 2000s, late, because like I feel like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I feel like it was late 90s, right? And then Weakest Link came after that when the game show craze hit. All right, so let's throw Pirate Quest 3 is about to be off the market, so let's include that. Seems to be my thing. I always include Pirate Quest. We'll go with green. We only have the one case. There's no controllers, obviously. Turn on everything here. Keyboard support for my handheld. August 14th, 2000. What was I doing in 2000 summer? Oh, God. I remember what I was doing. I am not even going to mention it because it's a long story. I will tell the story of what I did in the summer of 2000 someday. The day is not today. You were in high school. I wasn't much out of it. I was like 21. 21? 22. Yeah, I would have been 22. Turning 20. I would have turned 23 in October of 2000. So what are we doing here? We're making a platformer, right? Super Lucera Bros. Or maybe just Lucera Bros. Then later on we can make Super Lucera Bros. We'll just do B+ right out of the gate. So is Plumbers? I know Plumbers is a thing, but do we have it yet? No. Yeah, let's go Ninja Bros instead of Lucera Bros. Platformer, that seems to be teenagers, right? Probably everything except seniors, honestly, for a platformer. So Katari, Tapple, Commander Pete, and of course the Lucera HVS. Up to 1 million users now. That's selling pretty good. 3% market share. That's solid. So what happened to the sales? Oh, is that just Christmas season maybe? Because yeah, like little things like that with this game, like Christmas season, you have higher sales. And then in the summer, you have lower sales, right? And then everywhere else, it's just like a baseline. Little things like that, just, I don't know, make me really appreciate this game. All right, so story can probably go down for a platformer. Level design should probably go up, right? Other than that, I don't really know. Non-violent, I'm just going to leave them as is. Oh, wow, everything applies. A lot of them super apply, which is good. All right, so we are the Ninja Brothers. All right, so we got to wait for our QA to finish with the game report. Okay, immediately go into gameplay. And it is good to have multiple QA rooms. We will eventually have multiple QA rooms, just not quite yet. All right, so what's been out? Barbarian Wars 4, let's do an update for that. I went too far. I was looking for them. Oh, I tried to market my new console. I marketed my old one instead. By mistake, because I'm a genius. All right, so let's just put the console marketing in the back pocket for now. We'll come back to that. Let's get this game up to 40 hype. That needs to be priority. Because the game's going to be out way before the console is. Consoles take a minute to make. Dead in the Dungeons 2. My subsidiary, Data West, has sent you a statement for the game Dead in the Dungeons 2. 10 million. That's why it's worth having subsidiaries, folks. Right there. Cool 10 million, just because I own them. Literally. I literally own them. Art Quest 3 off the market. 21 million in profit. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. Continue development. We got a lot of work to do yet on that. Alright, let's end automation here. Let's see what's going on there. Alright, so let's do... I'm going to do one TV spot for this. At this point, I should probably be doing TV spots all the time. Yeah, let's grab this fan, this heatsink. I know we're not planning to make a stationary console just yet, right? We need to let this original one breathe a little bit, but we will eventually make another one. Actually, we're getting to the point where we could probably do a console exclusive. It'll sell way worse than our other games, but it will generate console sales. And it's actually interesting because when the game comes off the market, it'll actually tell you it generated this number of console sales, right? Which I always find interesting. All right, so let's do a free update for Alien Apocalypse. And then we got to decide what game we're making next and make sure the engine is up to date. Now, a lot of our engines are probably already up to date because we've been pretty diligent. We haven't made an RPG in a while, and that's kind of like our specialty, right? Like, I think our RPG engine may be up to date already. Nope. We need primitive stereo sound. We need primitive physics. Okay. So let's get that going. I mean, $5,000 doesn't really matter, but still. All right, so is this... Okay, marketing is done, so let's do special marketing. Ninja Bros. Release a beta demo. Large booth. Ninja Bros. Alien Apocalypse. Transport Fever. Cherry HVS. Cherry Pocket. Let's go. An extra 2,000 fans. Can never have too many fans. Special marketing pre-release for the press. Oh, that's at 100 hype, so we can overhype it. So what overhype does? It can do nothing. It can fail, right? Now, it costs $200,000, which is not a small amount at this point in the game. But what happens is, if it works, the hype goes up to 200, right? Which increases sales. But if the game isn't amazing, it can blow up in your face. And this is my first platformer, so I don't trust that it's going to be amazing, so I'm not going to overhype it. And I know you can say, oh, you're scared, dude, stop being a baby. But it is what it is. All right, so let's do a radio for the console. All right. Ninja Bros, beautiful. Like, I'll be surprised if we hit a 90 here. I expect like an 85-ish score for this. Because it's our first platform, it's our first Ninja. You know, we're still just learning some of this engine stuff. Save game, split screen, multiplayer. We're not pros at yet. 86. So again, I'm getting pretty good at predicting these review scores, which might be a problem. Might show a flaw in the game design if it's too easy to predict the review scores. All right, so we're doing an RPG, right? Was our plan? Where are you at, Final Raiders? Or we could do Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk 1978. No, we're going to do Final Raiders. But I'm not... Final Raiders 2. I'm bailing. I can't say those words. It's too hard. Actually, I guess technically this is 3. Oh, actually, let's look at the game report. Is teenagers good for role-playing games? No. Teenagers do not like role-playing games. So let's switch that to adults. Glad I checked. And let's throw fantasy in as a secondary again. Actually, fantasy is pretty saturated, so let's throw dungeons in. Final Raiders 3. Dungeons. We're raiding the dungeons. Because of course we are. Katari, Tapple, HVS. Anything worth buying here? Not really. Keep pounding out the peat. Pounding the peat. You have to go, Silver. All right, have a good day. Thanks for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm doing an evening stream tonight. I'm playing Old World 4X game, if that interests you. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll probably be back with more of this tomorrow, I expect. But have a good rest of your day. All right, so everything applies. That's amazing. That's good. This will be good. This should be easily 95%. It'll be starting about 4 hours from now. Ish. Minus the 10 minutes, right? 4 hours from 11 minutes ago. That's not confusing at all. It's kind of confusing. Anyway, I will catch you later. Update 4. What's selling well here? Barbarian Wars 4. Definitely do a second update for that. Wait, did I get a message about a legendary sound person? Did I hire them? I hired them, right? I didn't put them here, though. I put them in the other room. Ooh, what do we have here? Programmer. Doesn't have bugs. Lucky. Workaholic. Talented. You're hired. We want to have extra programmers anyway. Because, well, never mind. I was going to say, so when we get a mocap studio, we can just move them in there. Because that's programming. But that happens in like 1993. It's only 1981. We're a long ways away from that being relevant. A long way. So I guess we can just pound out some topics here. There's really nothing else to do. QA is done in their game report, so let's improve. Actually, you know what? Let's pound out this commission work. Just for funsies. Just for funsy onesies. Ninja Bros, let's give it an update. See, I probably should have done this commission work. It's really not worth it. It's not, doesn't pay out nearly enough at this point in the game. So QA is just starting. Ooh, modern 2D block. Oh, personal computer. I'm just going to go ahead and buy that dev kit right now. So it's at 0 million users now, but by the time we make our next game, it's going to have some users. Let me tell you, it's going to have some users. All right, let's do a TV. No, let's do a TV spot. We're not Ninja Bros. Final Raiders, Dungeons. We'll come back to the Chair Pocket. Don't worry, we'll get that hyped up. Our subsidiary sent us a statement for the game Missing Royal add-on. 314,000. I'll take it. And Katari licensed our engine, 600,000. Hey, that's $1 million between those two things, though. All right, so let's see if we can buy anybody else out here. Is anybody else selling? What about you, Cupcoms? Are you selling? Oh, they are. I wasn't expecting them to actually be selling. Now I'm kind of like, oh, wait, do I actually want to do this? Yes. And then I want to go to them. Oh, wait, they're 5 stars. I don't even need to upgrade them. So now we're going to, our publisher exclusive contract ends in 3 weeks. Sorry, 3 months. And then we're going to publish with Cupcoms because they are 5-star market strength, right? Actually, that's pretty cheap for a 5-star market share, honestly. There's a lot of polishing going on. Actually, we're going to stop polishing with most of our people. We'll leave these 3 people behind because they do not benefit from training. We will take everybody else, though. And we will spam a quick graphics training in. Just kind of squeeze a little graphics training in, right? It's little things like this that can help really, you know, optimize your game. Okay, so the trend is adventure again, and the RPG is the negative trend, which is awesome because I'm currently making an RPG. That's great. Just kidding, it's not great. It's the opposite of great. It's crappy. Oh well. Modern 2D block graphics coming in hot. Oh, all right. So yeah, so we're being offered to publish the game our subsidiary made. I am not capable of publishing, but that's because I forgot to change the setting. Self-published games, no specifications. Now you can apply settings for all subsidiaries. The problem is when you buy a new one, the setting doesn't apply. You have to go back and apply it, which sucks, admittedly. Special marketing 4. Dungeons. Let's go. Beta demo. Pre-release to the press. And then we will ship it and hope it's good. All right, so what are we making next? We must as well do another adventure game if it's the trend again. Our adventure engine is probably up to date, except... Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not even close to up to date. Never mind. Not even close. Ooh, should I have waited for this, for these new graphics? Final Order Raiders is off the market. Perfect timing, because we're about to do the sequel. All right, so quickly, let's do a TV spot for Chair Pocket. Get that up to 70. Okay, so they're done in this engine research. So let's add in some more topics. Meanwhile, I probably should have just waited. Or they'll wait though. I know this is only tech level 1. I thought this would be tech level 2, but it's not. So we're definitely going to do this. Although, okay, so I'm just going to get rid of some pluses here because that's stupid. Adventure Engine 1.5. We really don't need a billion pluses. Like, we really don't. All right, so as soon as this is done, which it is, we will ship this. It's going to be good, but just unfortunately, it's not. It's the negative trend, right? So it's not going to sell real well. Ooh, 98. That is good. That is my best one yet. I'm pretty sure, isn't it? This run, anyway. All right, so sequel. Dragon Quest 2? Dragon Quest 2. No. Wait, don't we have a higher value adventure IP somewhere? Pirate Quest. There we go. Definitely Pirate Quest 3. All right, surely we found something that applies to pirates. Contract Killer? Colonization? Colonization works with pirates. Pirate Quest for the colonies. And I mean, we don't need the subtitle. I just like to add the subtitle. Standard game, adults, Kenny Levine. Okay, why Kenny Levine? Does he have the special for being a leader? Yes. Star designer. No, he doesn't have the special for being a leader. But I assume it's because he has the highest score? Right, who does benefit from being a leader? Samuel does. All right, so Samuel, we want you to be the lead designer. Because employees with strong leadership skills give a bonus if they're deployed as lead developer. And his score was almost as high as the other guy, right? All right, so Katari, Tapple, same old consoles every time. Do I want to put it for both of my consoles? Nah. It's up to 2.5 million. I don't know. Let's just keep doing the... Oh no, PC. Obviously, PC. I forgot all about PC. It's already at 14.3 million. It's already huge. All right, so we got the new modern 2D block graphics, but we are now pros at all the other stuff, which is good. That'll help our score. And there, perfect settings. We got the perfect settings finally for an adventure game. Feels like that took longer than it should have. Actually, this doesn't need to be a B+ game, but I'm going to make it B+ anyway. And I'm going to throw split screen multiplayer in there just so we can get experience in it. And character progression. And pause function. You know what? I'm just going to put everything in, even though they're red. They don't hurt the game, but you could argue it's a waste of money. I'm in full throw money around mode at this point. It's whatever. All right, so they can bang out some commission work. Gameplay. Graphics. Is the rest of our graphics team done training yet? Is the question. The answer is yes. So let's pick them up and put them back where they belong. Booyah. All right, what are we marketing right now? We're marketing our console. 40%. I feel like this one's being made faster than the last one, even though it's like a more complex console, right? Like with fancier parts or whatever. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, that's a good thing. All right, so we got new research, Easter eggs. So let's end automation. Oh, yeah, we're gonna continue development. There's a lot of bugs. There's like 78 bugs. Ooh, dinosaurs. Easter eggs. All right, so our next game will have Easter eggs, which is nice. All right, so they're bug fixing, obviously. They're polishing. They're polishing. So let's do special marketing for it here. We want to do a TV spot? Nah. All right, so they're done to that. I mean, I guess I could research production, but yeah, let's just get size A games. Let's get that research out of the way. Release for the press. So we're at 50%. Oh, our exclusive contract with Taito has expired. You can now distribute your games yourself again or find a new publisher. And we almost swept the awards. I'm happy with that, though. 18 height, +3. Dragon Quest off the market. Simulation research available. Okay. Random story events available. So we got a few things there. So let's finish development here. Search for a publisher. See, because we own these, we get $15 instead of $6 or $7 or $8. That's huge. Huge. That's why you want to own subsidiaries, folks, right there. So you'll notice this game, plus it's a 95% game, it's going to be extremely profitable. Like these games are $10 per copy, right? So you're looking at $5 per copy more. And when you're selling 1 million, that means you're making $5 million more dollars. Simple math. All right, so, ooh, I'm not ready to make another game. What am I making now? I could wait and do a simulation. No, let's do another platformer. Yeah, let's plan out another platformer. It's popular and it's not saturated. Is our platform engine up to date? It should be. No, never mind. I forgot about modern 2D block graphics. So while they update that, let's expand this training room. Greatly expand this training room. I will come back to this eventually. That's all we need right now. Might need a space heater though, or an electric heater, whatever you call it. Actually, we can probably just put a heater against this wall and it'll be fine. Training room. We're going to be buying the big property soon as well. We have the money. And quality, all right, so we need to put some awards down. We got all kinds of awards, folks. We got gold records. We got Game of the Year awards. We got Publisher of the Year awards. We got so many awards. We can put them out in the hall. You walk in, you see that. Boom. So anyway, I'm going to quickly train my main development team. Now, they will go through training quickly because there's so many of them, right? Although there's a couple. See he had max over his head? Like this one. Doesn't benefit because he's already at 90. So we can just might as well put him over there. But look how fast they're going through it, right? Because there's 16 of them. Or 15 of them or whatever. All right, let's do a free update. Yeah, look at the sales, too, on Pirate Quest 4. 1 week of sales, it's almost already profitable. It's almost got its money back. That's crazy. Crazy. Did I mention that that was crazy? Because it's crazy. I'm just going to say it again. Crazy. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. All right. Is there any marketing people? Yes. Help out with the customer support queue, would you? All right. They're doing that. They're doing that. All right. So let's market our console. Let's get it up to 100. Take that off. We don't need to see that green. All right, so research on A-size games is done. I know we don't need that yet. Oh, our subsidiary Cupcoms has sent us a statement for Glob. Whole $2,000. That's just gonna change everything. Ooh, sports and simulation, and we got random story events and repeatable quests. So we're gonna do those before we do our next game. I want to have those in my back pocket, right? Ooh, more legends potentially applying. Well, I feel like last time we got that event, that we had like 1 legend, and that was it. Like, we did not have a lot of legends. At least that's how it felt. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just, you know, my bias or whatever. All right, so repeatable quests is done. Training is done. Yeah, we got some pretty solid game designs. We got some pretty low game designs, but that's because they do other things better, right? Don't worry, we're gonna try to slip them into training more often as time goes on. So we're making a platformer, right? What was the plan? B+. Platformer. Popular and not saturated. We got options. Assassins. And Contract Killer. They just go together like peanut butter and jelly, right? Bacon and eggs. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else. Teenager. Although, actually, let's go for adults, because I'm pretty sure with these topics, with Contract Killer, it automatically carries a 16, right? As does Assassins. See, we will call this like, I want to go like Hitman, but Hitman's already a game. I don't like using it already established names when I can help it, but Hitman is just so perfect for what we're trying to do here. Another name for a Hitman, for an assassin. I don't know. Contract to kill. Oh, maybe we can buy a license. What? Let's see. Let's look at licenses here. Is anything here? Dagger, but it's only 1 star. We get 5 games out of it. Jack Bond, 1 game. There we go. Jack Bond. So that means our name will fall off. Yep. Jack Bond, Quantum of Solitude. Not really sure if like a James Bond game works for a platformer, but it does now. So yeah, personal computer's already the most the most used console. All right, so got my own one in there. 2.2 million, that's pretty good. Well, I mean, 50 million profit. Consoles are pretty profitable, generally. But it's a lot of research. It's expensive research, right? All right, so a few of those are right. Did we even change any here? We did. All right, Ninja Bros, letters, let's go. Not many letters. Too much for core, better level design. Game depth. Sure. 25 is across the board at once. So let's actually do it like this. So we want it even. right? So because we don't have the room that makes these points, where we do have rooms to make these points, that should get it even-ish, somewhat. Oh, wow, we have a lot of features now. 16 to 20. Everything applies. A lot of them apply super importantly. So yeah, this might be a really good game, potentially. All right, simulation and sports. Let's get those done and make some games of those. So we can get some more achievements and get some more passive bonuses, right? Passive bonuses definitely do add up. What are we at now? 2% sales, 4% are. Oh, I should probably start making some arcade machines. Like the skill to make arcade cabinets is the same for your console team, so you can kind of make while they're not actively making a console, you can get them to make arcade games. Got to get this work rate up. What do we need to get work rate? One of your games. I won best sound. Oh no, okay, those are the ones I already won. All right, so the ones we haven't won, where did it change? Right here. Right here. An eco sim game. Okay, so as soon as eco sim comes available, we'll do that. Create an MMO. Yeah, well, we won't be making any MMOs in 1982. An add-on game bundle. Okay. Got to make some add-ons. You need paid add-ons for those. Sell at least 10 million units of a game. Oh, we're 2 million. Probably ways off from that one. What is the highest selling game so far? All-time charts. Hey, look at that. Top 6 games are all this guy. Beautiful. What about best reviewed games? Top 9. 13 of the top 14 best reviewed games. 17 of the top 20. This guy. Noise. All right, everybody's busy, right? Yes. Next game, we'll have to make it for the share pocket. Oh, I was going to do a console exclusive game, wasn't I? Oh my god, that's a lot of research. Ooh, 21 bonus sound points. A music star, friend of an employee, has composed a free soundtrack for your current game. Well, thank you very much, unnamed music star. So we got new handheld case, new stationary console, a bunch of new stuff there. We'll get it. We'll get it. All right, so we need to market Jack Bond. I thought it might have marketing already because it's a licensed game. It does not. It definitely does not. Transport Fever off the market. Didn't go gold. Didn't make, but it still made $7 million. So it's not like I'm not boo-hooing that one too hard, right? All right, so they're done. Let's continue development. These teams are still busy. Yeah, they're still working. All right, let's bring out some commission work. Do I want to do a TV spot for this? I think I should. I think I should do one. Then we'll do the special marketing. Then we'll ship it. Everything else should be done by then. Actually, this console is almost going to be out by then too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a Luchera HVS exclusive game for my next game. What genre? Oh, we got a game designer legend. Ooh, good at sequels. That's good. I like that. I really like that. And we got a all-rounder. I like all-rounders as well. So let's throw them both in here. Oh wow, we're actually full in here now. That's crazy. Not necessarily a bad thing though. Oh, new cartridge size. So we'll be able to make a new console soon, but not yet. We're gonna, get our worth out of this one somewhat. So what are we looking at here? Jack Bond, beta demo, and a pre-release for the press. Okay, 7 extra hype. I'll take it. That went through. Market research. What's going to be next? So they were right. The next trend was adventure in physics. They nailed it. They were 100% right, which they aren't often 100% right, honestly. I think everybody's polishing, right? Yes, so we can ship this out. We are not ready to make for our next one, though. Only 70 to 90. Fortunate. But fine. Oh, Tadu's going to get pissed because I'm going to... I'm not going to be publishing through them anymore, but... Sorry, not sorry, Tadu. It happens. Only 85, huh? So we are not great at making platformers, clearly. So what do we want to make next? Probably one of the new genres that we just looked into, right? Probably sports. Neither one of them is saturated. Sports is more popular. So that means we need a brand new engine with all the bells and whistles. Char HVS, sports game. Call this the ball engine. I mean, I know hockey doesn't use a ball, you know, badminton, but let's be real. Most sports use a ball, right? The majority, at least. Do game report. No commission work there. No commission work there. All right, so let's quickly train these fine folks in the fine art of programming. And these folks, what could use a demo? Everything, literally everything. I've been slacking on the post-release demos, clearly. Gameplay feature, character customization. Nice. Very valuable feature, let's be real. Plus 15 hype. Nice, that worked. That demo worked, for sure. Just gonna go down the list alphabetically. Because why not? And one more for Ninja Bros. 7 extra hype for Barbarian Wars. 14 extra hype for Jack Bond. Love to see it. Ooh, has a lot of hardware stuff. Alright, well, let's get started. Let's get to it. Get to it and do it. Alright, Quest 4 demo. And Final Raiders 3. Publish a demo. Ninja Bros 7, Power Quest 10. I'll take it. Chair Pocket is just about to be released. They're half done of their training. They're still working on the engine, actually, surprisingly. All the other teams are just twiddling their thumbs, which is unfortunate. Customer support is doing okay. That's a good spot for the queue to be. I was going to make it an exclusive. But I feel like with my new console... No, we'll make an exclusive, and then we'll... The next one after that will be, obviously, not. I really explained myself quite well there. So, I'm going to make an exclusive for the Lucera HVS. And then our next game will be for the Lucera Pocket, in addition to the HVS and PC and probably the Atari, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Publish console. Let's lock in at $20. No, let's do 25. 25 seems to be a good spot, I find. Development kit price. Allow third-party games. Definitely allow third-party games. 8.3 out of 10. 4 stars. I will take it. It's pretty solid. All right, so let's... well, they got commission work. Let's definitely do that. Okay, programming training is done. Grab everybody, put them back there. Okay, so the whatchamacallit is done. The engine is done. Jack Bond could use an update. How are Jack Bond sales anyway? No, you can't see because my face is in the way. 51,000 last week. Solid. But I mean, Power Quest 4, 59,000 last week. That's even better. Right? So good, not great. All right, develop. New PC console game. B+. Sports. American football. Call this charitable. I'm just going to start inserting my name into all the titles, I think. I think target group all will work for that. Ooh, oh, you can do manufacturer exclusive game. I did not realize that. That's new. It used to have to be exclusive. That's awesome because I can do both mine now. But obviously this isn't going to sell well. That's fine, right? Sports. Oh, geez. Well, story and character design definitely go down. Game depth, beginner friendliness, innovation. God, I don't know. For a sports game, like it's easy to, you know, intuit. For like an RPG where you should go, but sports, it's a little tougher. And only 12 of 20 things apply. That's fine. Again, we're not expecting this game to break any sales records, especially since it's, you know, exclusive for my consoles. But at least I get to squeeze in both consoles, right? All right, so let's train up my hardware team yet again. All right, high quality sounds. Even though we're not expecting this game to be great, we're still going to try to make it good, right? We're not just giving up and saying, oh, this game's going to suck. No. We're going to make it good. Super Wheel. Cupcoms. Thanks for the $2 million, Cupcoms. Puzzle Engine 1. Mimtendo. Thanks for the $63,000, Mimtendo. I will take it. It's not, you know, going to make or break the old bank account, but it helps. Alien Apocalypse off the market. 6 million. I will take it. Alright, so we just marketed the HVS. We got that back to 100 hype. Oh, okay. We got a legendary sound artist. We got Lord of Wood. That's like me when I was a teenager. RP Engine 1. Yeah, just giggle at your own joke, Lutz. Good job. Very mature. Your very mature joke. Okay, apparently that game's done, but not really. Still got a lot of work to do. All right, so we got a legendary sound person. Welcome to the team. All right, so our sound team is full. That's fine. Large booth. Chair bowl. Pirate Quest. Actually, everything has quite a bit of hype. We're doing pretty well there. So these will both be back to 100. Not that they were far from 100. But I mean, it's a good problem. Chair bowl. Okay, let's get it to 40. Sorry, research team slowly struggles. All right, so we're gonna buy this, but probably wait. I think I am gonna stream this again tomorrow. People, you know, we got enough views today. I feel like it'll be worth streaming it one more day. After tomorrow, though, I'm not sure if we'll go any further than that. Because there's a game coming out on Thursday. My time at Sandrock. I'm definitely planning to play that game very heavily. So, we'll see. I might be able to sneak in a stream of this at some point later in the week, but we'll definitely stream it again tomorrow at the very least. All right. No, not special marketing. Market research tells me action and fashion. Faction. Platformer and hell. Going to be unpopular. You're enjoying this? Cool. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm going to do another one tomorrow for sure. You're waiting for Sandrock too? Nice. All right. Everybody's polishing? Yes, everybody's polishing. Perfect. So I guess I'll see you probably a couple more times this week then, I guess is what we're saying. Finished development. Hey, 70 to 90 for my first sports game. I will take it. Ooh, I could go with them. No, let's just go with Cupcoms. No games in this. We are the first sports game. The first sports game. And if people want to play the first ever sports game, they got to buy one of my consoles. All right. Oh, apparently I have the first handheld. 100% market share. Look at that. Selling pretty well. They're both selling pretty well. But you will notice this game, and again, my face is in the way, I realize, but it's not going to sell nearly as well as our other games. As long as it makes its money back, which it should, it will sell consoles for me, right? And when it comes off the market, it even tells you exactly how many consoles it was worth, which is, I think, is really cool. All right, so we should probably do a simulation game now, but we are not ready to make a simulation game because I kind of was asleep at the wheel with my secondary development team there. So I might as well just do the engine with this team since I can't train them since my training room is occupied. Simulation, HVS. Call this, let's just go sim engine because I'm late. It's late in the stream. I'm running out of imagination. And let's jack our price up a little more. People want it, they can pay for it. Free update. You know what I could do? I could do a paid add-on. All right, so let's do a paid add-on to the Final Raiders 3. Dungeons add-on. Let's change that. Final Raiders 3. Assassins. Yeah, everything looks good. Oh, there should be new copy protection, Safe Force 2.0. Twice as good as the first one. So we can add a lot of features. That's good. And so, okay, the thing is with paid add-ons, they're expansions, right? Think of them like expansion packs. You can't improve their gameplay because you already improved the gameplay of the original game. But you can polish and you can bug fix. So this will give my other teams here something to do, right? While my main team does their thing. Actually, let's cancel bug fixing for a little bit. Let's polish a bit first, and then we'll bug fix once there's actually some bugs built up. But that's going to need some marketing as well. But it's a lot cheaper to make an add-on. It's a lot quicker to make an add-on. The thing with add-ons, they can generate sales for the main game. Their sales total can never be more than the main game, though. But it's also, pretty sure it's also an achievement. It's another achievement to knock off for making, like, knock off our list for making an add-on, right? Which is nice. Oh, a bunch of bugs propped up. So, Barbarian Wars 4 off the market. A cool 20 million almost. That is amazeballs. All right, so a bunch of bugs just propped up. So let's stop polishing and let's start bug fixing instead. Our other teams are polishing, so that's good. All right, so they are done here. But our other teams are kind of occupied. I would like to put them in training, but they're not done training yet. So let's do a quick update for Lucera Bowl. Once they're done, once this group's done, we're going to pull them out and we're going to put our main team in train. You do need to, if you ever want to get a 100% review score, you can't neglect training. Or you shouldn't neglect training. All right, continue development. Actually, if that's almost done, I might as well, no, let's blast through some training. Yeah, I know, I'm hemming and hawing and clicking through stuff without even reading it. All right, let's fly through that graphic design. But I mean, we can polish this up, right? And do some special marketing for it. Right, might as well. We have the time while they train. I mean, they're going through the training pretty quick, don't get me wrong. Oh, 1 extra hype, yay. That was totally worth it. Totally worth it. All right, let's do a TV spot for this. No, I was already on the right spot. I was already on the right game. All right, so that worked. Ooh, a whole bunch of new graphic stuff. So by the time we research all this, chances are that means we'll be ready to make a tech level 2 console, right? All right, so they're on training. Actually, you know what? Let's train again. Let's do music as well. Now, I said earlier, I assumed that training consecutively has diminishing returns, but if I'm training in a different category, I'm wondering if that has diminishing returns. Probably not as much, or not as much chance of it, I would say, but I mean, who knows, right? I mean, I know, I know one person knows. I know the guy who made the game knows. Other than him, though, I don't know if anybody knows. All right, so we're going to wait for this training to be done. Do we want to market it again? No, let's just do a demo for shareable. So it should be up to like 70-something hype, right? Yeah, 74 hype. Breath of Ice as opposed to Breath of Fire. Yeah, 3 extra hype for the shareable. All right, so yeah, so sales. Again, I know my face is in the way. Actually, sales are solid. That's actually not bad, considering console exclusive. 300,000 sold. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. My consoles are selling pretty well. This Lucera Pocket's flying off the shelves. Already 20 million profit. And Lucera Bowl is profitable, which is the key, right? Because I wasn't sure if it was going to be. All right, so this was valuable, though. We got some program training, some graphics training, some sound training. So, like, take a look at myself here, right? So I'm kind of, I don't have any super high stats, but, you know, everything is getting up there, right? Well, not really. I mean, it's not super high yet, but that's the idea. We want all these to be at these max lines, right? Is the idea for everybody in your main development room, because they need all 4 skills, right? Compared to everybody else who doesn't need all 4 skills. All right, so we can release this. Now, this is also our backup development team, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. But it should be over 80. Okay, never mind. 95%. I take it back. I apologize, backup development team. I will never sully your good name again. You guys are awesome. And girls, I assume. There's some girls in there. All right, so that means we are going to make our first ever simulation game, right? I think I did the engine for that. Definitely airplanes. Call this Luch Flight Sim. Makes sense, right? Luch Flight Sim. That's for adults. I don't think children would enjoy that so much. Sim engine. PC. Qatari. And the Lucera HVS and the Lucera Pocket. Let's go. And I mean, I could have, in theory, done another manufacturer exclusive. Okay, so I think these are generally not beginner friendly. They want innovation. They don't care about story. They don't care about character design. Level design, no. Probably pretty important. Probably game depth. Probably gameplay down, graphics up. You got to assume, right? Something like that. Try maybe. Lock in everything that matters. I have 14 to 20. Split screen, multiplayer is the only thing that really matters, but hey. It's more than I expected, honestly. I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting a lot of things to apply. All right, so they're doing game report. They could do that. They could do that. Yeah, that add-on was really quick to make. I got to keep in mind I can plow them out pretty quick, right? Okay, improve gameplay. All right, so what kind of game are we going to make after this? Another strategy, maybe? Or action? Ooh, action's going to be the next trend, but that's not for another 38 weeks. Best graphics, best soundtrack, developer of the year, publisher of the year, game of the year. Pirate Quest 4, cleaning up. 3 million sales. Yeah, not surprising. I'm a well-known game company, folks, already. Let's do another, let's do an update for Pirate Quest 4. Keep those sales strong. Commander Pete is off the market. Okay. I'm kind of asleep at the wheel on the marketing. Not the first time, probably not the last. Commission work here, might as well do that, and then we'll put them in training again. So we got a lot of console research. So this number here this means that we're on automatic in that category, right? It means there's 5 more hardware research to get through, right? Which is a lot. Boost flight sim radio. Double that up. That'll get us to 40. Then we'll probably do special marketing. All right, so let's throw you folks into training again. Doop-de-doo. Where are we at? Hardware and engineering. Beautiful. All right, so they got 1.5 things left. They're polishing. They're bug fixing. What was I going to do? Action. It is not quite up to date, so let's make sure it's up to date. Now it's up to date. All right, so we got some commission work we can bang out. Let's do that. All right, so we're waiting for a graphics team. Do I need to hire another graphics person? I mean, I can. Ooh, we got an all-rounder. So they're actually going to go up here. Which means we probably have a let's see how many graphics designers we have. So we can take this one, who's not an all-rounder, and move them back into the graphics room, right? Makes sense to me. All right, so we're waiting for the graphics team. Everything else is done. We can do special marketing. Well, I guess the special marketing isn't done, but all the other gameplay related things are done. 13 hype from the beta demo. That's good. That's really good. How are my consoles doing for hype? And down to 86. Yeah, let's do a TV spot. By the time the TV spot's done, it'll probably be down even lower, right? Ooh, we got a legendary technician. You know what that means? It means I get to fire another technician. Probably. Yep, they're lucky as well. All right, so we need to fire another technician here. I don't want to fire this person because they're efficient. Annette, sorry. You are the weakest link. Apparently I'm going to make that joke more than once today. Ooh, eco sims are available. We want to do an eco sim. No, not cancel the current task. And automation. We're going to get away from consoles for a minute and do research eco sim so we can get one of those out to the masses. Boom, done. Okay. Yeah, so what do we even have here? We got graphics chip, sound chip, cartridge, case. Okay, so we don't need to do the case for the handheld. We need to do all those. Once that's done, does that mean, is that enough for a full tech level 2? Yes. So as soon as those are done, we'll be making another stationary console. It'll be tech level 2. Now, it doesn't mean we abandon this one. It'll hurt its sales, don't get me wrong, but it'll still sell. All right, jump engine, $116,000. I will take it. All right, finish development. No, actually, let's wait. Let's wait until the eco sim's done, and we'll make an eco sim. Oh, there's a bunch of research. No, let's just sneak another game in here before our eco sim. Only 70 to 90, but it's our first simulation game, right? So it's to be expected. It's the first simulation game on the market. Still 84%. I will take it. All right, so what were we going to do? Action? We were going to do an action game, right? I think. I'm right on the ball. I totally know what's going on, I'm telling you. So let's do a sequel to our other action game. Or do we want to do a spin-off? We haven't done a spin-off yet. So let's spin off. What's our best IP? Pirate Quest. Hey, this works for an action game. Pirates. There we go. Love to see it. Where's the action engine? Right there. You know what? We're going to do another manufacturer exclusive. Because I've actually been somewhat impressed with the last one. Sales-wise. 600,000. Like, I know our other games are selling over 1 million, sometimes over 3 million, but that's good. Like, I'm happy with that. All right, so that's supposed to be there. Well, that's supposed to be. Oh wow, we are all over the place here on some of these. Some of them are good. All right, that is where we're supposed to be for action. Oh, maybe it was remembering sliders from something other than action, though. I could make this a B game if I wanted, but I think I'm going to go, oh, wait, not adventure. Action. All right, so I'm glad I noticed that. All right, so these are all wrong. Ish. All right, so those are right. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to our first action game and just copy those settings, or our last action game, which is planes. Okay. Now we can look at the letters from planes and go from there. All right, that was almost a disaster. That would have been bad. Those sliders would have been way off. More beginner friendly, better level design, too innocuous, too easy. More beginner friendly, better level design, too innocuous, too easy. So we need to take away some points. Game depth, game length. Try that. Okay, enable everything that applies. 17 and 20. Yeah, see that this is what clued me in that I wasn't making an action game, because I knew a lot of things applied to action. When it was only 10 to 20, I was like, wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here. And I was right. That something didn't add up. But it's in the past now. We got to figure it out. It's all good. Radio spot. That'll get us 40. Hey, I actually remembered the marketing team for a change. Look at me go. And there we go. And they're busy. This group is not busy. All right, so let's do an update to the update. An update to the add-on, I guess. Technically, is what it is. Pirates. Let's go. All right, I just realized I'm actually past my stream end time a little bit. I'd love to stream late today, but I cannot. I have to go out for supper with my mother and sister. But after that, I'm going to come home and I'm going to stream some Old World. So hopefully people come back for that. I realize Old World is a drastically different genre than the game I've just been playing, so I understand if you don't want to come back. But if you do, I will see you then. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter. I am going to try to actually tweet. I keep telling people to follow me on Twitter, and then nobody does. But I don't blame them, because I never tweet. So I'm going to try to start tweeting. And consider supporting me on Patreon. Links in the description down below to all those. I will hopefully have a good one. We are going to a restaurant that I quite enjoy. I hope you have a good one as well, everybody. Be good to each other. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.